What's going on, baseball fans? How you doing? Welcome to the Astros White Sox watch party. The Astros are going for the sweep, but the Red Sox and the Rays, they're still going here. It's a tight game. Which team will grab the momentum in the series? This is a tight one. This is a good one here at Fenway Park. And everyone, what is going on? Hello. Seeing about 30 of you right now. What's going on? Welcome, everyone. We will be watching the Astros and the White Sox, but this Red Sox-Rays game is going a little longer than I think a lot of us expected. I am hyperventilating over here. I am breathing rather heavily. I've somehow gained my composure. Hey, this is a good game here. Back and forth game. We'll go over everything. We'll get caught up here, and then we'll go take a look at the Astros and the White Sox. We'll also take a look at the Braves and the Brewers series, along with the Giants and the Dodgers, so we'll get all caught up there. I wasn't able to go live last night or this morning. I had some things come up for today, so that's why I'm only just able to come on now. Actually, just got home. So, alrighty, everyone. But before I do get started, if anyone is new, hit that subscribe button if you can. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button. Hit the share button. We got memberships on the channel now. Go check those out. Also, we're partners with Dr. Squatch. Get 10% off down below in the description on your first order. So, everyone, let's pull up. We're going to pay attention to the Red Sox Rays here. Hopefully, we're nearing an end. We're in the bottom of the 12th right now. My goodness, I am just losing my mind over here. But let's go ahead. Let's share the screen. We will be having Rafael Devers coming up. Luis Patino is coming in. So Rafael Devers, 38 home runs on the year, had a home run in Game 2. I went to that game, and yeah, we got a pressure cooker of a game here. Luis Patino, interesting spot. Young fireballer. Had an okay season this year, a 4.31 ERA over those 19 games. And but let's see, can he get by this Red Sox lineup here? So coming up, we have Rafael Devers. Ooh, Devers, big swing and a miss there. Strike one. Bogart's coming up after him, and then we will have Verdugo. Devers 1 for 5 on the night, has driven in a run. He has struck out twice. Kike Hernandez, man, this guy. He led off that first game, didn't do anything, but he has been a madman ever since being moved down to the number 2 spot in the lineup. Holy cow. This guy went, 5 for 6 in Game 2? Rafael Devers, big swing and a miss there, 0-2 count. And Kike Hernandez now 3 for 6 on the night. If we actually go take a look here, he set some history in this game. Let's go take a look here. So he had 7 straight at-bats with a hit. I believe David Ortiz had that record. I think I'm right on that. I think I'm right. Let me pull up the article here. I think it was David Ortiz that had that. So the home run was Hernandez. So it was on the home run that Hernandez hit earlier in this game. We'll get caught up with all the scoring plays. But that was so that sets a new record. Oh, I thought Devers has got a hit. They're doing a flashback of the ALCS. Good grief. But yeah, that was shared by David Ortiz and Hanley Ramirez in 2017. So Kike Hernandez stands alone with the longest hits or the most consecutive hits in the playoffs. So let's get caught up on everything here. Let's kind of see just how we've gotten to this point. Austin Meadows led off today, or didn't lead off, but he got it started for the Rays with a 2-run homer. Kyle Schwarber answered there in the bottom of the first. Kike Hernandez, I mean, this guy's just been on fire. And there is an out, 2 outs here. Luis Patino coming in, and he's sitting down these Red Sox. But Kike Hernandez had a base hit. That scored Christian Arroyo to tie the game after the Schwarber home run. Rafael Devers had a base hit that gave the Red Sox the lead. In the bottom of the 5th, Kike Hernandez, once again, big home run, giving the Red Sox a 4-2 lead. But then Wander Franco, man, this guy he's going to be a problem in the major leagues for years to come. Home run for him. Randy Rosarina doubling in the 8th as well to tie the game. So if we take a look at the box scores here, Kike Hernandez, Kyle Schwarber having great games at the top of the lineup. And Alex Verdugo, I've told you guys this before. My feed on the TV is slower than what's going on game days. So I now know that, and there's the pop out from Verdugo. So here come the Rays. We're going to the 13th inning, everyone. We're going to the 13th inning. So, but yeah, Eovaldi today, hey, Nathan Eovaldi, you can't expect. I mean, he actually had a pretty good game today. He only gave up 3 hits. He struck out 8. Gave up the home run there in that game to Meadows. But overall, a really solid performance. Robles, hey, this guy, he's been really solid for the Red Sox, but overall just had a tough time today. And Pivetta has come in, and once again, this is the story of the Red Sox pitching. It's the long relief from the Red Sox pitching so far in this series that has been a huge, huge, huge difference. You had Pivetta in Game 1 that saved the bullpen. Game 2, Tanner Houck, amazing 5 innings out of the bullpen. And now Pivetta again, 3 innings, only 1 hit allowed, only 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for Nick Pivetta. The long relief of the Red Sox in this series has been fantastic. So Nick Pivetta, give him a lot of credit here. Second time pitching in long relief in this series. And but for the Rays, on the other hand, they had Rasmussen start this game. How many pitchers have they had today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're on their 9th pitcher. That is just absolutely crazy. But Rasmussen got us started here. The 2 innings, gave up 6 hits, just not effective. The Rays starting pitching, once again, I mean, I talked about this in the previews. The Rays starting pitching is... well, first off, it's kind of non-existent. You don't really have a lot of starting pitching to begin with, like actual real starting pitching where, you can get 5 or 6 innings out of a guy. You have a couple of guys, but, I mean, other than McClanahan, you're not really going to, maybe Fleming, maybe Yarbrough can give you 4 or 5, but, it's So you're going to get a lot of openers for the Rays, and that so far has, Game 2, Boz wasn't really effective in the opener role. Rasmussen, not really too effective today. He was able to get through 2, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. The Rays are very good late in games. I am a nervous wreck right now. You got to look at the hits here. The Red Sox, 14 hits on the day. I mean, they've only scored 4 runs on those 14 hits. Nahawand is now a member. Nahawand, thank you so much, my friend. Oh, man, oh, man. Now, you've been around here for a long time, my friend. I appreciate becoming a member. So now you get to use emojis and and you have the badge now next to your name. So thank you so much, Nahawand. Really appreciate that. But here we go. Pivetta back out for the top of the 13th. Nelson Cruz up for the Tampa Bay Rays. But let's do a quick check-in. Let's do a quick check-in on the Astros and the White Sox. Astros out to a 3-1 lead. This is do or die for the White Sox. The Astros are going for the sweep. I will be shocked if the Astros sweep the series. Like, that to me that just blows my mind even thinking about it. So, Bob Cashman, what's going on, my friend? How are we doing? So, Aussie Craig, you should try the MLB app. It lagged to where it was 10 minutes behind in Australia. Yeah, I might have to, honestly. I might have to. It's looking all right. I'll probably just keep it the way it is right now, that way, just in case. I don't know I feel like the MLB app for me on the TV it's been spotty for me. So I can deal with this for now. But so all right, everyone. But yeah, White Sox, Astros right now, 3-1 lead for the Astros. Take a look at the scoring so far. Eloy Jimenez. Hey, Eloy Jimenez. This guy missed a lot of the season. He's actually been pretty productive for the White Sox in this series so far. He got it started. But once again, the starting pitching for the Chicago White Sox, it is just not coming through. Lucas Giolito, Game 2. Game 1, Lance Lynn coming up short. Now Dylan Cease getting hit around in the second inning here. You had Kyle Tucker with the 2-run double. Jake Myers with a base hit there. And it's 3-1 Astros. This Astros offense is just phenomenal. It's a problem. This Astros offense is just so good. They are turning it on when it matters most. And they are within they're within a win here. They're within striking distance of sweeping this series. It's the bottom of the second now. They still got a long way to go, a lot of baseball left, but the White Sox are going to have to battle here. They're going to have to somehow hold this pitching down. But Dylan Cease did get the start. I was wondering who was going to get this start. Kopech is already in, so what's going on with Carlos Rodon? Is there any news on Carlos Rodon. I would imagine he's going to bring him in at some point. I'm kind of surprised you're not going with a Rodon now. So it says here that 2 days ago that he's ready to go. The Athletic writing here that they're going to need both of them to save their season. Basically, yes, I was talking about that the other day. I don't know. When will Carlos Rodon come in? I would think this is probably a good time to bring Rodon in. I mean, unless you wanted him for, maybe you were planning on using Cease for maybe 4 or 5 innings and have Rodon, maybe go into the 7th or the 8th. So they're probably just holding off on him. I would imagine he's going to come into this game. So you got to get him some action. You got to find a way to keep these Astros hitters at bay. So have to wait and see. 72 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Wow, that jumped up pretty quick. We were at like 40, 5 minutes ago. So, but yeah, right now we got 2 different games on. Also, everyone, I'm not actually streaming the games. I cannot do that. I'll get hit with copyrights, but there are, hey, if you go on YouTube and you can't watch the game, you can listen to the game. If you just type in Red Sox Rays or Red Sox versus Rays or Astros versus White Sox, you'll see some channels that are actually like streaming the audio of the game. I was actually doing that today. So, hey, I'm gonna, quick little personal story. The reason I was late tonight, coming on late, and the reason I didn't do a Sunday morning post game of the Dodgers, Giants, and the Braves, Brewers from last night, and the reason I didn't go live last night either is because I started driving for Uber. I'm doing some Uber drives now, and man, oh man, I made some pretty good money over this past weekend. I'm trying to, we're trying to make some money over here. We're trying to pay the bills. So actually, not really pay the bills, just trying to save up some extra money, but. We're working hard over here, everyone. We're teaching Monday through Friday. We're doing Uber. We're doing the channel. We're working over here, everyone. But that's why I did come on late tonight. I actually, it was funny. I was probably going to get home, what I expected to be home probably around like 7:30. And then I ended up getting like this long ride. So, and that just completely put a damper on my plans to get here for the beginning of the White Sox Astros. So, But yeah, Dirtbag, thank you very much, my friend. Bob Cashman, thank you very much. Yeah, Brady Johnson, man, got to pay the bills. So actually what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to save up money for a new car, honestly. I'm just trying to make up as much money as I can. Yeah. So the goal over here is to possibly do this channel or be able to focus on this channel more often. And I got a bit of a plan of how maybe I'm going to try and do it, but we'll see how it ends up going. But yeah, definitely looking to upgrade on the car. I could really get into it, but we want to focus on baseball here. So yeah, Aussie Craig, are you in San Francisco or are you in Australia? Because I see it says Aussie, and you just mentioned Australia earlier, so I think you're in Australia, right? Yeah, Uber. It's very Brady. I have a 2014 Kia Rio, the most basic. Oh, Kiermaier, he lifts it. That's deep to right. He's got his hands up. Is this a ground rule double? It looked like it might have been a home run. A bit of confusion here on the field. Kevin Kiermaier, he's looking rather disappointed right now. It looked like it hit the base of the wall. Guys are looking around, not really sure what happened. The Rays dugout, they're at the top of the steps. They're saying it might have went out. The umpires are meeting here. Kevin Kiermaier put a swing into it. Showtime, 1240 with a $5 super chat. It's not much, but I hope it helps. It does help very much. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you become the next Tom Grossi, coming from teacher to full-time YouTuber. Man, oh man. Is that Tom Grossi? Who is that? I feel like I've heard that name. I have to look him up. Oh, so there is someone else out there that has done that. Hey, I'll have to take a look into that. But Yeah, I appreciate that, Showtime. Thank you so much. Really, any little bit does help. It really does. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, gameplay. Yeah, I'm only just driving for Uber right now. I was doing Uber Eats, but not very good around here. Not very good. That's the Uber, though. Oof. We had a good day yesterday. I worked, I think, 8.5 hours total, and I made not over 300. I made 275 over 8.5 hours. Like, that is wild. What a day. Ghost Boom Dab. What's going on? $5 super chat. Underdogs this season. Go Sox. Win or lose, this season was a win. I agree. No matter what ends up happening with the Red Sox, it's going to be a win of a season because, hey, Chaim Bloom has kind of figured something out here, and the Red Sox, hey, people were thinking maybe it was going to be a couple of years before the Red Sox got themselves back on track, but you could look at the season for the Red Sox kind of like how the Mariners were looking at their season, kind of accelerated the process a little bit. The Red Sox, they still need to work on adding some minor league depth. They really need to build back that farm system. So, but you got to love it. You got to love it. Oh, Alexa, off. Goodness, I set a reminder, and it's just going off now. I forgot it's 9:15. Alrighty, so here we go. But what is going on here? Kevin Kiermaier. Tom Grossi does football. He is a Packers fan. Okay. Okay, awesome. Okay. He runs the Packcast. Oh, okay. I'll have to go check that out. Maybe I could even reach out to him. Maybe see, I'm guessing this guy has a ton of followers. I'm guessing, how many subscribers does this guy have? He's got to have a good amount. Oh, yeah, he's got 218,000. Yeah, while we're sitting over here with 14,000. So, yeah, that's going to be a little more difficult on my end. But I definitely have to reach out to him. Maybe he has some tips on how he was able to transition to it full time. He's definitely making probably some decent income over there with that many subscribers. So, but, okay, it looks like this was a ground rule double. What a huge break. A huge break for the Red Sox. Wow. So they've called it a ground rule double. It hit the base of the wall, and then it went into the stands. I believe I have that right, because it looked like it hit the wall, but then it bounced in. So they called it a ground rule double. This could be the break of the playoffs. If Pivetta can get out of this, you got Zunino, power threat. One swing can make this a 3-run game. Yeah, Raptor Jesus, I appreciate that. I'll definitely reach out to him. I don't like clickbait sports. I don't like clickbait. Zach Twins fan, I see your comment. Ghost Boom Dab. Yeah, we have grown. We have grown. Hey, it's not me that's grown. It's we that have grown. We have grown as a community here. So I appreciate that, Ghost. Did it hit Renfroe? Oh, it hit him? I didn't even see that. I saw it. I thought it hit the wall. Oh, I apologize for that. Wow, that was... Jesus, I didn't realize it hit Renfroe. Huh. Aussie Craig, check out the Australian Baseball League. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Pivetta with a high fastball, 1-2 count. Mike Zunino, once again, like I said, a power threat. Can easily make this a 7-4 game. Feels like with a Mike Zunino, it's either home run or bust. But 33 home runs on the year. Nick Pivetta, can he get through this? A big strikeout for Nick Pivetta. He pumps his fist. He slaps his chest. And Nick Pivetta walks back to the dugout with a huge strikeout. And the Red Sox are out of another jam. Nick Pivetta. Chaim Bloom got him for Brandon Workman last season. And Nick Pivetta is coming through huge for the Red Sox. Yeah, so Rice Mamba, it bounced into the bullpen off of Renfroe, so they called it a ground rule double. What a move. Wow, jeez. What an inning here for the Red Sox. A wild inning. Bottom of the 13th we go, everyone. WMW3 gameplay. I mean, let's be real. I would totally just go after just a good old Toyota Corolla. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Toyota Corolla. Those things are bulletproof. They're bulletproof. I would say either a Corolla, a Civic, or just a Mazda. I love me a Mazda. I had a Mazda. I actually just recently traded it in, and I got the car that I have now. The reason I traded in my Mazda was because I wanted to save on payments. I owed a pretty good amount of money on that car, right around, I don't know, like 14,500, but I traded that in, downgraded to something where I only owe, I owe a lot less on that. So yeah, the goal would be to pay that off really quickly, hopefully in the next few months, and then save up, for, at least a pretty good down payment on a new car. So the plan for me, everyone, I've been pretty open about wanting to, do this full time. I would, or at least do this more, or at least start to, maybe pave the way to doing this more. So a plan of mine, is maybe even just to do Uber most days of the week. It's very good around here where I live. So, I mean, I'm still testing out the waters a little bit, but that would give me a lot more flexibility to really work on the channel a lot more. I mean, if I was able to, work, Monday through Friday on my own time, when I chose, that would really give me flexibility to, pick and choose the times I can work on my channel, to keep growing, our community here and to keep growing the channel. So that would be huge. So that is kind of the plan right now. But if I wanted to do, some kind of a driving job like that, I would need to have a much more reliable car. So just trying to play it smart. Just trying to, the goal. Oh, JD Martinez. No, just misses it. It looked good off the bat, but he looked like he just missed the good part of the bat. And there's the first out here in the top of the 13th. They're trying to be aggressive here against a Luis Patino. He's only thrown 8 pitches in an inning and a third. Luis Patino, they're trying to be very aggressive against him. But here comes Hunter Renfroe, 259 average on the year, 31 home runs, hitting .313 so far in this series, 2 for 4 tonight. Okay, wait. So Keith K, you're saying I completely missed it because I was looking at something on here. I was talking about the White Sox and the Astros. I thought it hit the wall and it bounced up. So, but then someone said it hit Renfroe. But so wait, did it bounce off the ground? It looked like it was a home run when I quickly looked back at the TV. So it bounced off the ground. Oh, so it bounced off the ground, but okay, I didn't read the whole thing. I apologize. It bounced off the ground, then it bounced off Renfroe, and then over the fence. Oh, wow. That's why it looked so weird, because I thought it was a home run when he hit it. Wow. What a break for the Red Sox. What a break. Man, oh man. Nahawan, the Astros. Let's take a quick look on them. 5-1 Astros. Kyle Tucker has hit a home run, and the Astros have a 5-1 lead. And it's looking like the Astros are once again a force in the playoffs this year. They are on their way to a series sweep against a really good White Sox team. A lot of brackets are going to be busted. A lot of people had the White Sox making the World Series this year. Oh, my. Wow. So I'm going to be honest here. I'm wondering if this ends up being the way it ends up being, I'm wondering if Tony La Russa is on the hot seat. I'm wondering if he's going to be a one and done. He's had a pretty up and down year, both off the field, on the field. I'm wondering if Tony La Russa is going to be done. If this stays the way it is, White Sox fans, let me know. Let me know what you think of Tony La Russa. Would you want him to stick around? Because this starting pitching has not shown up for the White Sox. But then again, I mean, this Astros offense is just so good. Yeah, Rice Mamba, kind of regretting, because I wanted to pick that White Sox Astros series to me. at least, I mean, the way it's going now, this is looking like an easy Astros series win. But it was hard. Like, I feel like a lot of people struggled picking that series because this White Sox team has talent. But for some reason, this starting pitching has not been prepared. The Astros have had a great game plan. Oh, he hits it deep. That's deep. That's gone. And the Red Sox have won it. Christian Vasquez walks it off. And the Red Sox have won Game 3. Christian Vasquez throws the helmet, jumps into the dog pile, and the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead in the series. And they can close it out in Game 4. Are you kidding me? The ground rule double from Kevin Kiermaier might have been one of the biggest breaks for a team I have ever seen. And Christian Vasquez, who only hit .258 on the year with only 6 home runs, comes through with the biggest home run of his life. And the Red Sox have won it in 13 innings. They have a 2-1 series lead. And they are 1 win away from advancing to the championship series in the American League. This Red Sox team, they were coming out aggressive against Luis Patino, and they stuck to their plan. Luis Patino only threw 15 pitches. He was at 8 pitches at one point after recording 4 outs. But the Red Sox stuck to their plan, and they stayed aggressive against the young fireballer, and it paid off. 15 hits for the Red Sox tonight, but the biggest hit of them all, Christian Vasquez, not just the biggest hit tonight, but the biggest hit of his life. And the Red Sox are 1 win away from advancing to the American League Championship Series, and they're almost 1 win away against the best team in the American League this year. My, oh my. Wow. You want playoff drama, folks? Go no further than the 2021 playoffs. And there goes the water. They're dumping the water on Christian Vasquez. You could say Christian Vasquez is easily one of the leaders of this clubhouse, and he stepped up in a big way. Wow. But it's amazing to me. Wow. As a Red Sox fan, wow. What a moment. But I can't help but think of that ground rule double. I can't help but think of it. Wow. Such a break. I mean, this could be a tie. This could be a tie game right now. This could be a tie game. Ken Rosenthal, can you please just wear a regular tie? Be a man. Wear a tie, not a bow tie. Does anyone follow that account on Instagram? It's really funny. I'm referencing that, by the way. I don't mind me some Ken Rosenthal. I'm just making a joke. But there is an account on Instagram. It's called Boston Be a Man, and it's very funny. There was actually one. Just go watch. Just go watch. It's I can't even explain it. Very funny. Wow. What a moment. What a moment. But I can't believe the Red Sox got a break like that. This took 13 innings. Once again, the aspect of this team that has really stepped up for the Red Sox in this series, of all the things, it's the long relief. Pivetta in game 1, while that was in a losing effort, he really saved the bullpen. I mean, not like it really mattered all that much for the next game, but it definitely allowed, someone like a Tanner Houck to come in for 5 innings, in relief of a Chris Sale. Because of this long relief, the Red Sox pitching could have really gone in a different direction. But Pivetta stepping up in game 1, taking it on the chin like he did in game 1. Tanner Houck, 5 innings in game 2 in relief of Chris Sale. You got to remember, Tanner Houck came in when they were down. Chris Sale had a horrible outing, and he came in and really solidified everything. And Nick Pivetta came in tonight. Evaldi did have a good start. The bullpen did their job, but Robles slipped up in the end. And Whitlock came in. He did well. Ryan Brazier, give him some credit too. He came in, but Pivetta, in my opinion, was the MVP of this game. He came in 4 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts in 4 innings against a very good Rays offense that pressured them. There were many times where they put the pressure on right there in the top of the 13th. A ground rule double, like one of the most wacky ground rule doubles. So there it is. It did go off the wall. It did go off the wall. So it went off the wall. It came back, and Renfroe ran into it. Wow. What a break. What a break. Oh, did Matt Vasgersian call it? I have pretty much just completely blocked him out of my head because the guy just screams for the Yankees every single time. Wow. This Rays team. I picked this Rays team to win the World Series. And now my Red Sox are 1 win away from knocking out the Rays. This series is far from over, everyone. It's far from over. It's far from over. This was a good Rays team. We all know this. Game 4, it's at Fenway. That's tomorrow night, I believe. Yes, that's tomorrow night. We'll be live for that one. We will definitely be live for that one. But the Rays could easily tie up this series, and then you go back to Tampa Bay for Game 5. Nah, Wanda, I can't do it. We got to stay down the middle here. No giraffe neck Robbie here tonight. Robbie, every prediction you make messes up. Please have the Yankees not make the playoffs next year. You got it. Done. Done. Absolutely done. Let's just I'll pick the I'll pick the Orioles to not make the playoffs next year. What a turnaround that would be. The Orioles making the playoffs. Question is, who are we pitching tomorrow? Well, if you're the Red Sox, you got to think. Man. Do you go with Erod? Do you go with an Eduardo Rodriguez? He's the most rested. So that was, what was the date of that game? So that was, what was that? That was Friday night? Was that Thursday? I can't remember the day. That was the 7th. So that was Thursday. So 1, 2, 3. He would be on 4 days rest. 1, 2, or he'd be on 3 days rest. Sorry. I don't know. I don't think you go with a Chris Sale. Don't go Tanner Houck, probably. This could definitely be an opener kind of a game. That's what I'm thinking. You could go Sale. You could go Sale. He only threw how many pitches in that game? Emilio Brito, $1.99 Super Chat. I'm crying in the club, White Sox fan. How are those White Sox doing? 5-1 Astros. Well, now we can get this game on. Let's get to this game. So This game is finally over. Now we can pay attention to the White Sox Astros. This is the watch party tonight. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wow. Of all the people, Christian Vasquez, the guy who only had 6 home runs all year. Oh, look at that guy with the retro jersey and the pants and the hat. Does anyone see this guy in the stands right now? Wow, look at that White Sox fan. Grandal has not done much in this series. Only hitting he hasn't got 1 hit in this series. Grandal has got to do something here for the White Sox. Got to do something. We got 1 out here, full count, bottom of the 3rd. Everyone, welcome to the stream. We're watching some baseball tonight. Everyone, if you can, hit that like button for me. That's really going to help the stream get out to more people. We're at 36 likes right now. Oh, that's a big drive. That's deep. Grandal, he finally comes through for the White Sox. And it's a 5-3 game. I just said this. Grandal needs to come up big, and he did. Grandal finally comes through. His first hit of the series. And it was a big one. The White Sox trim the lead to 2. It's 5-3 Astros. Cooper, what's going on? How are we doing? There's Emilio Brito, 199 Super Chat. Don't do this to me, God. Man, oh man, the Whites got a lot of baseball left. Could this be the game that ignites the White Sox? Man, oh man. We got some baseball cooking tonight, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some baseball. Man, Christian Vasquez with a walk-off homer. Yasmani Grandal, first hit of the series. Coming up big. Wow. Imagine if Houston still had Springer. I mean, I was just saying, you know. I said that, and I think it was it yesterday morning stream? Imagine if they had Springer. That'd be nuts. Jim McDonald, what's going on? How are we doing, my friend? How are we doing? Jim McDonald, if you've noticed, I haven't been on Instagram for a little while. My account has been locked. I cannot get onto my account. It's asking me to verify my password, and or it's asking to verify my identity, I guess, by sending a text message to my phone. The problem is, it's sending the text to my old phone number. And I can't work around it. I'm trying to do the thing where it's like I click on I can't access the phone number, so they have me do this like video selfie thing, and then I do it, and then it says, okay, good, we verified your identity. Reset your password now. So I go to reset my password, and then it brings me back to that same screen. So Jim McDonald, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back onto my Instagram anymore. I can't get on. So rest in peace to my Instagram. But, yeah, if anyone has written anything on me on there, sorry, I haven't seen any of it. I don't know. I can't get on it. Oh, Jim, you've had that before? I literally cannot. I can't get through. So, again, one more time. It's asking me to verify. Oh, that's a deep drive! And that's a foul ball. But, yeah, it's asking me to verify through a text message to my phone number, but it's sending it to my old phone. I go to the thing where it says, can't access this phone number because I don't have the number anymore. Then it sends me an email. I do the video selfie thing. It always verifies it. And then it sends me to the screen to reset my password. I reset the password. Moncada, that's a base hit, and the White Sox offense keeps rolling. But yeah, but then every time I reset my password, it brings me back to that same screen. So, oh, Jim, how did you get someone to fix it? Let me know how you did it, because I don't know. I don't even know what to do. So let me know if you how you did it. What's going on? Ryan Adams. Wow, I'm more stunned. Everything just happened so fast. I'm more just blown away at the ground rule double. The Red Sox have had ground rule doubles in the past. Go back to Tony Clark in the 2004 American League Championship Series. A ground ball double that, if that didn't bounce in the stands, the Yankees probably could have moved on to the World Series. Very likely they would have. And now the Red Sox, once again, getting a huge break from a ground rule double. Once again at Fenway Park. So, Mitch, what's going on? It's also crazy that Houston doesn't even need Verlander, Greinke, or Odorizzi at this point. I know, right? They're getting it done. But Luis Garcia, he has some work to do, this White Sox lineup, but they're trying to come alive here. Nahawand, I can't find a phone number. I can't find any phone number to call. So, if anyone's got a phone number to the Instagram people, let me know. Let's see. Anthony Fleece, momentum plus butterfly effect. Oh my, what a combination. Mickey Thomas, holy chat, or hello chat. Wow, what a walk off. I know. And there's a base hit. Sheets, that drops down. Moncada moves up to second, and the White Sox are still cooking here with 2 outs. Here comes Garcia. One swing of the bat here can give the White Sox a lead. Yeah, Ryan Adams. What a huge luck tonight. Huge luck. Yeah, it's weird, right? How Anthony, I kind of agree. That sort of comes off kind of weird to me. How does he ran into the ball and it bounced off of him. How is that ruled a ground rule double? Like, you would think, I mean, I don't know. I guess if he didn't attempt to catch it, I think that's the big difference. If he attempted to catch it, well, then that's different, right? Because then a runner would get to advance. But because he didn't try to catch it, it just hit off of him. So then they benefit. So, Puro Psycho Billy with a $2 super chat. What a game for the Bo Sox tonight. What a game. What a game. Unbelievable. Yeah, Mitch, that was a very stressful game. Very stressful. Yeah, Chris Rodriguez. I think that was what the explanation was. I think it was because he didn't attempt to field it. I think it just hit off of him. Yeah, Jason, Pivetta, amazing. Give Pivetta a lot of credit in this series. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, Jackson, you got to give the MVP right now. I would give it to both Pivetta and Houck. Houck, what a performance. I mean, without both of these guys, who knows where the bullpen would be. So, 119 people in the chat. Welcome, everyone. We are watching some Astros White Sox. I unfortunately cannot put the game on. I don't want to get hit with copyright. Can't do that. Could risk shutting down the channel. We're up to 53 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. The goal for tonight is to get to 100. But we're at 114 people right now, so let's get to 100 likes tonight if we can. Robbie, who do you think the Sox will start for this upcoming elimination game? You got to think it's either Eduardo Rodriguez or Sale. Do you go with a Chris Sale here? I don't know. I'd be weary. He only pitched the one inning on Friday night. So, I mean, how many pitches did he even throw? He threw 30 pitches. He definitely could start. He definitely could. So he had Saturday, Sunday. So he's had 2 days of rest. I don't know. I mean, right now, you either go with Eduardo Rodriguez, who would have 3 days rest coming into this. How many pitches did he throw? I think it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. I feel like he didn't throw that many pitches. Eduardo Rodriguez only threw 41 pitches. I think it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. That's my belief. Maybe I mean, you also got to think of how, the relievers that they used today. You're not going to see Pivetta. This is the box score from game 1, by the way. So tonight, you had Taylor, Brazier, even Davis came in there for a third of an inning. Robles, Whitlock. So it's going to be tough for the bullpen tomorrow. You didn't use Richards today. I would imagine you're going to use Richards tomorrow. You're probably not going to... I mean, you could maybe use Whitlock. I mean, Whitlock threw 17 pitches. You could use a Whitlock. Then again, they tend not to use him a lot back-to-back days. But it's the postseason, so... My guess would be Eduardo Rodriguez. I just feel like it's been too soon since they've seen Sale. It's like it's still pretty fresh in the hitter's brains, So... Oh, that's right. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, Garrett Richards did get hurt. I didn't even realize that when that happened. So Martin Perez absolutely could see some time. Yeah, so you're not going to see Garrett Richards. I forgot that he got hurt. Yeah, I'm going to think it's Eduardo Rodriguez. You could go with Tanner Houck. That is possible. You could open with him. You probably wouldn't see. So Saturday, Sunday, he'd be on 2 days rest. How many pitches did Houck throw? He threw a lot of pitches. He had to throw at least 70. No, he was close. 61. So has he thrown this year on 2 days? I mean, I don't know if he's thrown that many pitches. They will show his splits here. They show Garcia here. Oh, wow. We got Garcia versus Garcia here. Yimi Garcia versus Lurie Garcia. But Tanner Houck on... There's a strike, 96 on the outside half. So Houck has thrown, he has thrown on 2 days rest. So he's thrown 3 games on 2 days rest. None of them have been, obviously none of them are starts. He could open. Oh, he sends it deep. That's back center field. Gone! Oh my God, where's the game? I can't find the game. A 3-run home run for Garcia. And the White Sox have come back. Lurie Garcia with a 3-run home run, and the White Sox have a 6-5 lead. The White Sox are coming out swinging. They're saying this is not the end of our season just yet. The fans of Chicago are on their feet. Wow, wow, wow. Lurie Garcia hits it off of Yimi Garcia, and the White Sox have a 6-5 lead. This is the White Sox offense that we've been wondering where this offense is. This is good. My goodness, everyone. What is going on right now? Like, we had the Red Sox walk-off, which was a 13-inning game, by the way. And now we just got a nutty game right now. Lurie Garcia with a shot to center field. Chicago erupted. Emilio Brito has nothing to say. He can't breathe. I think Emiliano Brito Just fainted. Wow. But this is the White Sox offense that we've been kind of missing here in the first couple of games. They scored a little bit in game 2, but this is the offense. Now they just need the pitching. This game is far from over. A lot of baseball. A lot of baseball. Well, we said this earlier. A lot of baseball left. And here are the White Sox with a 6-5 lead. Big strikeout there from Garcia. He bounces back after the huge 3-run home run. Oh, it's Leury. Sorry, I was saying Lori. Leury Garcia. Man. Unbelievable. The Astros have been reverse cursed. Oh, my. A lot of baseball left, everyone. A lot of baseball. This Astros offense is so good. A 1-run lead is nothing with the Astros. Robbie, why not throw Sale out there for Game 4? He only had 1 inning. Here's the problem that I have with the Chris Sale. It's not the amount of pitches that he threw, but the Rays just saw him really well. I don't know. And they said obviously they were going to work with him. Maybe was there something that they saw that they could fix in a couple of days? I mean, if they feel like, whatever the problem was in Game 2, if they feel like they've got it squared away, absolutely. Throw him. Absolutely. He barely threw. He threw 30 pitches. He's going to want the ball. So I have no problem going with the Chris Sale, but I'm more worried about the fact that they saw him really well. And I don't know. Has he got whatever the issue was? Have they gotten past it? So, yeah, I'm okay with going with the Chris Sale. You got to. I would think with Eduardo Rodriguez, this is a guy who's had a little bit more rest. But he also didn't get. He didn't have a great outing as well. So, I'd be okay with either one. I would personally love to see Chris Sale. I would love to see him get that opportunity to, bounce back, be the ace, close out the series. And then it's all hands on deck. Do you want to work with Chris Sale for a little bit more? You have him for Game 5. There's a lot of ways you can go here. But either way, you need to have a good starting pitching performance. You got to have it. So I don't think this series is over. The Red Sox have a 2-1 lead, but it's going to be really hard to close out that Rays team. Yeah, Jackson, it could be. So let's go take a look at the splits for Chris Sale. So Chris Sale at home, he's been way better at home. He's 5-0 this year at home in 6 starts. So he's had the numbers. If we go to the game log for this year. So in the first few starts that he had, he was looking pretty good. And then, he gave up 3 there against Baltimore. The Mets, that was kind of a weaker lineup. You would have liked to have seen him, pitch better. He just didn't, against the Rays. The Rays see him. Look at the start that he had back on September 6th. They got 10 hits off of him. 5 runs given up. He struck out 6, but they just see him really well. So, I don't know. Cora's presser said only Pivetta is not available tomorrow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. 124 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? We're trying to get to 100 likes. If you can, hit that like button for me. We're at 68 likes right now. We are 32 likes away from 100. Hit that like button for me, everyone. That's going to help out the stream, get some more people. Hopefully we can get over 200 people in here tonight. We got a lot of baseball left. Michael Kopech on the mound for the White Sox. The White Sox are going to really have to lean on this bullpen. Could we see Carlos Rodon? Big strikeout from Kopech there. What a nasty slider there. Getting Jake Myers. Jake Myers came through earlier for the Astros. Michael Kopech had himself a good year this year. Hasn't fared too well in the postseason so far, but a big strikeout here in the top of the fourth. Here comes Maldonado, 0 for 1 tonight. There's the ball. Michael Kopech, a lot of promise with him in his career. Young career, had Tommy John. He's had off-the-field issues, with himself personally, but he's had a great year this year for the White Sox. This White Sox bullpen has been phenomenal, and Kopech has been a big part of it. 98 on the inner corner. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Martin Maldonado only hitting 172 on the year, 12 home runs. Not a big part of this lineup for the Astros, but he's been a big piece of the Astros this season. Both defensively, handling the pitching staff. Kopech in on the hands, 98, ran in, and he fouls it back. 1-2 count here to Maldonado. Kopech looking for another strikeout here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 count. You got to think Kopech maybe going slider here. Maybe going slider. 1-2 count. Kopech really leans on that slider. And he went with the slider, but he doesn't bite. 2-2 count. Michael Kopech, so much talent in this arm. It's nice to see that he's had a good year this year. This White Sox bullpen has been phenomenal, and they're going to have to do another big job tonight. Here's Michael Kopech, 2-2 count, comes set. Here comes the pitch. Slider again, doesn't bite. Full count here. White Sox fans on their feet. Looking for a Maldonado strikeout here from Kopech. Here he comes. Here comes the pitch. Big fastball there, 100 miles an hour. Maldonado fouls it off. Like I've mentioned, Michael Kopech, he's had himself a good year this year. 3.50 ERA, over 44 games. He had 4 starts as well. 103 strikeouts through around 70 innings pitched. 13 and a half strikeouts per 9. 3 walks per 9. Only around 1 home run per 9. The best season yet for a Michael Kopech. And there's 100 miles an hour on the inner corner for strike 3. And Maldonado didn't like it. He slams his bat in frustration. He mouths off to the umpire. He picks up his bat, and he walks back. But Michael Kopech gets the call on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Maldonado chirping back at the umpire again. He better watch it, or he's going to get himself ejected. That was a good pitch from Michael Kopech. Fastball on the inner lower corner. Good pitch from Kopech. Grandal, the glove had to come back across the zone a little bit, but Grandal is so good at framing, he made that one look good. Here's Jose Altuve, over 1 tonight. 99 inside, takes it for a ball. Altuve's had himself a good series. He's been productive. He's had his moments. 2 for 9 so far. He's played good defenses in this series for the Astros. But Altuve, top of the order here, trying to get it going again for the Astros. It feels like all the momentum right now is with the Chicago White Sox. Here comes the pitch from Kopech. Oh, runs in, almost hits Altuve, 98. You don't want to get hit by a Michael Kopech fastball. So Midwest Sports is looking like Rodon would get the start tomorrow. I mean, hey, they got this deep starting pitching. I mean, you want to just get to tomorrow. You got to get to tomorrow. Here comes the pitch from Kopech. Slider drops in there for a strike. That Kopech slider has been very nice so far. Ben Lowry, did the Sox cheat the Rays out of that win? Well, no. So it looks, a lot of people will say, well, Renfroe knocked the ball, into the dugout. It went over the wall for a ground rule double. So that shouldn't be a ground rule double. Well, as long as he didn't intentionally, reach out for, to try and make a play, then it counts as a ground rule double. So it knocked off of him. It clearly wasn't on purpose. When you look, he's running. And, he's trying to make a play. And, yeah. So. Jose Altuve, 31 home runs on the year. Looking to make something happen here for the Astros. Big fastball there from Kopech. That's high. It walks Altuve. Altuve's on here. And here comes Michael Brantley, on-base machine for the Houston Astros. But the Houston Astros offense this series with 2 outs, 8 for 25, 9 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 home runs. They have been great with 2 outs. They do their best when their backs are against the wall. But can the White Sox bullpen shut down the Astros offense for the rest of this series? That's going to be a big key for tonight. The offense has finally woken up for the White Sox, but can the bullpen lock it down for the rest of the way? Still got a lot of baseball left. It's only the top of the 4th. Yeah, Brady Johnson, Kike Hernandez has been great. I mean, this guy has been phenomenal. $103 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? What are we at with the likes, everyone? We're at 87 likes. We got to get 13 more to hit our goal for tonight, everyone. Quan, what's going on? Mariners fan rooting for the White Sox. Well, of course. You got to root against the Astros if you're a Mariners fan. I mean, hey, I'm rooting for the White Sox as I picked them in this series. I got to have some of these predictions start going right. As long as I go at least like 50-50, I'm okay with that. If I get a 50% accuracy rate, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Quan, what's going on? Yeah, cool, genuine Phil. No cheating. No cheating in that game. No, Renfroe, that was a fair call. Oh, no. Storm Chaser. Heal up, my friend. Heal up. Yeah, Michael Brantley, great hitter. Great on-base guy. Sees the ball really well. Oh, there's an opposite field hit, and the Astros offense once again. The top of this order for the Astros just continues to produce. Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez, Correa, Tucker. Gurriel in this series. They have all been stepping up. Even Myers a little bit has been stepping up in this series. Ooh, Andrew Robbins. That would be a fun World Series. White Sox and Brewers. Here's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2 tonight. Had a base hit earlier in the game. Hitting .444 in this series so far. Big fastball from Kopech on the inside part of the plate for a ball. He's got 2 outs here, looking to shut down the Astros here in the top of the 4th. Got a lot of bats to navigate through here. Bregman up now. Alvarez on deck. Correa in the hole. Aggie skate, absolutely. Paul Hawaii, what's going on? And Bregman back up the middle. Here comes Altuve, and we're going to have a tie game here in Chicago. And just like that, the Astros offense ties it again. Are you kidding me? This Astros offense is relentless. Relentless. If we go back to the second inning. Well, actually, no. The Astros, they tied it for a split second, and then the other runner came through. Yordan Alvarez scored. That tied the game, and then Correa scored, and that took the lead. Man, oh, man. This Astros offense is just unbelievable. I mean, you haven't seen a lot of power from Bregman this year, but it's the guy gets on base. He's still been hitting, and he comes through big here. You know, coming up big against Kopech, that's not an easy task. Hard-throwing kid, big slider. But this Astros offense, they've seen it all. 123 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? All righty, we got to 100 likes, everyone. 100 likes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. We got to 100 likes. But Tony La Russa, you got to wonder if the White Sox don't win this game, is it going to be a one-and-done year for a Tony La Russa? Yeah, Mitch Goodrow. Kyle Tucker, man. He's been great. 2 for 2 tonight, 4 RBIs. Kyle Tucker, you got to love what he's doing this year. And he had the home run, of course. Yordan Alvarez. 3 for 6 in this series. Has a home run, 3 ribbies. Yordan, the new David Ortiz. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he was thinking Rafael Devers is the next David Ortiz. Alvarez is a bad man. Storm Chaser went to Game 2 of this series, and one thing I learned is that the game is not over until it's over. White Sox score, and all of a sudden, here comes the Astros burning with desire. This Astros team, man. This lineup is just so good. Your pitching could give up, 10 runs. And your Astros are still in it. First, last. Dirty Water got the dirty walk-off. Absolutely. What a moment. Christian Vasquez, walk-off home run. Only had 6 home runs on the year. He saved his 7th one for a good time. Joey Peterson just subscribed. What's going on, Joey? How you doing? Yeah, Andrew Robbins. The Astros lineup is just nasty. Paul Hawaii should have played Shipping Out to Boston when they hit the walk-off. Love that song. It's so good. Love when Papelbon would come in. Jonathan Papelbon years ago, he would come in to Shipping Up to Boston. That was awesome. But here we go. Alvarez up. Got a 2-1 count. 2 outs here. The Astros offense is still cooking. Got 2 runners on. Bregman just had the base hit to tie the game. Yordan Alvarez, big swing there. 2-2 count. Kopech has him on the ropes. Can Kopech finally get out of this inning? The White Sox are able to take the lead, but the Astros tied it back here with the Alex Bregman RBI to score Jose Altuve. But Kopech has himself a 2-strike situation against Alvarez, who is also not an easy task. Big bat from Alvarez, having a really good season this year, hitting .277 with 33 home runs. Can he come up big again? He's come up big once in this series. Michael Kopech comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider on the inner half. Doesn't get the call. It was pretty close, but it looks like it was just a bit inside. Good pitch from Michael Kopech, but not enough to sit down Yordan Alvarez. Just a tad inside. Grandal tried framing it, but just not enough to convince the ump. Kopech comes set. Full count, 2 outs, 2 runners on for the Astros. The pitch. Big fastball. Alvarez fouls it back. Kopech is doing everything he can. Kopech so far, 46 pitches. You got to think this is going to be it for Kopech after this. He is having to work very hard here against the Astros. Ryan Adams, I think that would be a great spot for Carlos Correa. But here we go. Michael Kopech, full count here. 2 outs, top of the 4th. The Astros have already tied it. Can they take the lead? And there's a big strikeout from Kopech. He pumps his fist and screams back to the dugout, and the White Sox get out of it. Offense is aplenty so far in this game. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. We already have 12 runs on the board. Can we add some more? Gotta love that guy that was just in the stands. You see that guy with his cane? Oh my God. What is this commercial? I don't know if anyone else has the same commercial. Oh, it's a Hyundai commercial. I was like, what in the world is this commercial? 135 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? What are you guys saying here in the chat? Raptor Jesus, I don't know. Well, I know why. Because we've had 12 runs come across the board. When you have 12 runs scoring this early, it's going to take you a little while. But Michael Kopech there, he threw 47 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. I mean, he had to really work there. All these guys for the White Sox are going to have to work. The question is, who's going to come in next for the White Sox? Who's going to come in next? I mean, Bummer, he had a rough time. He gave up 3 hits already. I mean, I don't think you're going to see Kimbrel. Could you see Rodon here? I could maybe see a Tepera in this situation, coming in for the 5th. Rodon, for me, would be a pretty logical candidate. Unless you want to save him for Game 4, but you got to make it to Game 4. So that's the thing. You got to make it to Game 4. So Rodon, could he come in here, give you 3 innings? 5th, 6th, 7th? This White Sox bullpen, they've had to work. They've had to work a lot. Just go back to Game 2, give up 9 runs. I mean, look at all these guys. Bummer had a really rough time. Kimbrel had a really rough time. So I could maybe see a Tepera, but if you really want to give this bullpen a little bit more rest, try and give Rodon some innings. I mean, I know it was 2 days ago, but I don't know. Joe Cronin is here. He's here. By God, he's here. Let's go. I'm not sleeping tonight, but poor Rays fans, they got to be bullshit. Yeah, absolutely. What a win for the Red Sox. Wow. Go back into the stream. You could see my call on it. I almost fell out of my chair. Goodness gracious. What a home run for Vasquez. 6 home runs all year, comes through big. But what a break. And like I mentioned this earlier, hey, the Red Sox, they've benefited from some ground rule doubles in the past. 2004 American League Championship Series, Tony Clark, ground rule double. If that didn't bounce over the right field fence, the Yankees probably would have had the lead. But luckily it was a ground rule double and the runners had to hold up. So, man, oh man. I still can't believe it. Who would think Hunter Renfroe knocking the ball over the wall is what ended up giving the Red Sox the break? Hunter Renfroe's been helping out the Red Sox all year, whether it's with his bat, with his arm, or just running into a ball. Hunter Renfroe's been the man. Give Hunter Renfroe the MVP. Give him the MVP. Joe Cronin with a $5 super chat. Let's get some super chats going. Man, you got great coverage. Thank you. Hey, Joe, thank you. I appreciate all the coverage that you do. I can't sit there and watch Monday Night Raw for 3 hours and you do the job for me. I can't do it. Oh my God. Like you say, I'm just falling asleep. Oh. I saw the AEW ladder match. That was pretty fun. Hangman Page coming up with the big win. Gotta love it. Oh, Correa with a horrible throw. Anderson too quick. Oh, I don't got the game showing. I'm sorry, everyone. There we go. But Tim Anderson too fast. Correa, a tough play. Wasn't able to get anything on that. But Joe, thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Wonders, what's going on? That was the longest chaotic game ever. Pivetta pitched absolutely amazing tonight, along with Vasquez with a 2-run homer. What a game. Pivetta has been easily one of the MVPs of this series so far. No matter what ends up happening in this series, you got to give a lot of credit to Pivetta. I mean, honestly, give a lot of credit to Chaim Bloom for seeing what Nick Pivetta could do. Just saying. Nick Pivetta, when you looked at the advanced metrics, when you go back to that trade, when they sent Brandon Workman and Heath Hembree over to the Phillies, I believe it was Heath Hembree. Correct me if I'm wrong. Getting Nick Pivetta, everyone was like, oh my gosh, Nick Pivetta, this guy has an ERA in the 5s. This guy is terrible. When you looked at the advanced numbers with Nick Pivetta, guy had a great curveball, one of the best curveballs in the game. Statistically, he had some of the most movement on that pitch compared to the average curveball in the major leagues. You just had to find someone to, a good coaching staff to just put it together with him. He had good stuff. It was just a matter of putting the package together. And Nick Pivetta, he's really been a gem for the Red Sox. Tom Amiano, $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Sharing the love for a fellow Sox fan. An amazing win tonight. What an amazing win. This will go down in history. No matter what ends up happening in this series, a very memorable moment. That's hit to the opposite side. Altuve dives. Can't come up with it. Anderson rounds second, and he's into third. And the White Sox offense once again churning. Yimi Garcia still having a tough time here with the White Sox. Altuve with a good effort just could not come up with it. And the White Sox got runners on the corners with Jose Abreu coming up. Mitch Goodrow, Robbie, do you think Ron Washington should be the new Padres manager? Think he could help Tatis get it together defensively? I mean, Ron Washington, I feel like he's really helped a lot of guys improve with their defense. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr. needs, you know who Fernando Tatis Jr. needs? I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be giraffe neck Robbie here, but he needs Alex Cora. Look what Alex Cora has done for guys like Xander Bogaerts and Rafael Devers. He has really been tough on them when it comes to the defense. Fernando Tatis Jr., I agree with you. Whether or not if it's a Ron Washington or whoever, he needs someone that's going to be tough on him when it comes to the defense. They need to drill that guy for hours into the wee hours of the night. He needs a manager that's going to help improve his defense. I think that's Fernando Tatis Jr. Once he gets that part of his game down, it's over at that point. Oh, there's a base hit up the middle, and the White Sox will score, and they have taken the lead. Jose Abreu with a sharp base hit up the middle, and Luis Robert moves up to third, but most importantly, the White Sox have taken the lead. What a back-and-forth game we have here in Chicago. All the offense. You want offense, come to the south side of Chicago. Yeah, Mitch Goodrow, man. I agree. Ron Washington, I think, pretty underrated manager. Dusty Baker comes out to the mound. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Yimi Garcia, ineffective here for the Astros, and they will turn to their bullpen. Had a rough time. Big home run to Garcia. Offense knocking him around here in the bottom of the fourth, and the White Sox have regained the lead. And they still have runners on the corner. Zach Greinke is coming into the game. The Astros are looking for something out of Zach Greinke here in a long relief role. Can he be the Nick Pivetta for the Houston Astros? Emiliano Brito, 199 Super Chat. I'm on my fourth scotch. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Drink responsibly, my friends. I'm actually still working on my espresso here. Got to have that late night espresso. Paul Hawaii. I used to hate that call so much. I remember it from 2005. I think that's why I hated it, because I first started hearing that call in 2005. And unfortunately, my Red Sox were a victim of the Chicago White Sox in 2005. You can put it on the board. Yes. Oh, drove me nuts in 2005. Ryan Adams, you're out, man. Thank you very much. Got to work tomorrow early. Yeah, I got to work tomorrow too. Don't remind me. But yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow, Ryan. Thank you so much. We'll be watching Game 4 between the Red Sox and the Rays tomorrow night. We're also going to have some other games on tomorrow. I believe that game is on tomorrow, right? Yeah, we got 3 games on tomorrow. We got the Braves and the Brewers on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then we have the Red Sox and the Rays on at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then we got the Giants and the Dodgers. Can they stop it with these 9:30 games? Come on. This is too late for us on the East Coast. I got to get my bedtime. I need all the beauty sleep that I can get. I mean, have you seen my face? I need it. I can't be staying up this late. You're killing me. But Alex Wood, former Dodger, versus Max Scherzer in Game 3. 2 pivotal Game 3s tomorrow in the National League. And then a potential Red Sox clinching game tomorrow. I mean, this is going to be a tough Rays team to sit down. They're going to have their work cut out for them. Here comes Zach Greinke out of the bullpen. Let's take a look at Zach Greinke. How have his numbers been out of the bullpen in his career? Taking a look at the splits here for Zach Greinke in his career out of the bullpen. In his career, he has 42 games as a reliever, a 3.77 ERA. Does it show his postseason stats out of the bullpen? Play to the plate. It gets away from him, and the White Sox score. There's a bit of commotion here on the field. Here comes Dusty. Dusty's got his hands on his hips. He's wondering what the heck just happened. Yeah, I saw that. Emiliano, he took him out. Okay, they got to show a replay. I was looking at Zach Greinke stats. I got to keep my eyes on the game. Just like when you're driving, you got to keep your eyes on the road. I got to keep my eyes on the game. All right, so there's a ground ball to first. Gurriel threw it home. Oh, it hit Grandal. Oh, wow. Oh, Grandal here. He might get called for interference because he's out of the baseline. Oh, he was out of the baseline. He was out of the baseline by a mile. He was on the grass. But the Astros were livid. Greinke saw it right away. Grandal was on the grass. He was completely out of the baseline. So what are they going to do here? So they're saying to Dusty Baker, it doesn't matter if he was on the grass. I always thought you had to stay in the base path. So there's a, I guess it's in the first 45 feet. It doesn't really matter. So the first half of the baseline doesn't really matter where you're at, I guess. I think that's what they were saying. But yeah, Gurriel, good play home. That could have been a play at the plate. But it ricocheted off Grandal, hit his arm, ricocheted off of him, and then it got past the catcher. So the question is, was he far enough down the line? Oh, and the umpire. There goes the umpire. Oh, umpire takes a spill. That umpire needs a glass of milk and possibly a sandwich. Please make that umpire a ham sandwich. He needs a rest. Yeah, Gurriel, it looked like a great throw. Looked like a great throw. Maybe a ham sandwich would make him better. Big swing and a miss there from Eloy Jimenez. He's been big in this series for the White Sox so far. Not a lot of offense from the White Sox in the first couple of games, but Eloy Jimenez, he contributed. Angel Hernandez. Gotta love it. There's food on Zach. There's something on Zach Greinke's chin? Really? Zach Greinke was livid. He was livid at that. But I guess that's the rule. I guess the first half of the first base line, I guess it doesn't matter if you're on the grass or not. But then, I don't know. What's the point of the baseline? I guess you use the first half of the baseline so they can establish themselves to run down it. I don't know. Yeah, insane clips. Red Sox walk-off was insane. Absolutely. 13 innings. I listened to the game because I was driving for Uber earlier, and I was listening to the game. People in my car, I was giving them rides, and I was listening to the game. So, Sound FX, what's going on? No, seriously, who amongst us thought that the Boston Red Sox could potentially be the last AL East team standing? I mean, I didn't. And I'm wearing the Red Sox jersey here. I didn't think the Red Sox would do it. I thought this Rays team was too good, but this Red Sox team, they're just resilient. Alex Cora, he's got it going on with this Red Sox team. I think Alex Cora, I've been on the record saying this, and I'll say it again. I think Alex Cora has been the MVP for the Red Sox. He wouldn't, of course, he'll never say it, but I think he has. I mean, look what happened. He came in and he has these guys that's ready to play all the time. He plugs in the right guys at the right time. He executes the right calls. Alex Cora has been huge. But here we go. White Sox, they have added on to their lead here. It's 8-6. They got runners on the corners. Still no outs. Full count here to Eloy Jimenez. Greinke with the pitch. And there's a roller up the third base line. Bregman on to first. He's safe. And Jimenez beats it out. And Abreu scores. It's a 9-6 White Sox lead. And there are still no outs. Still no outs here in Chicago. And Zach Greinke, he's got to be thinking, what the heck do I got to do against this White Sox team right now? Just like the Astros lineup, you can't slow them down. Right now, you cannot slow down the White Sox. Bregman with a good play. He did all he could. But Eloy Jimenez just beating that out. You can clearly see on the replay that he beat it out. Bregman with a good play, but just not enough. I would love for them to show that replay again. Could you have had a play at the plate? Was that too close for him to go home? I'd have to see the replay again. Big swing and a miss there from Yoan Moncada. He's up here, only hitting .222 in this series, .263 on the year. He's got 2 runners on here, first and second. But Moncada could come up big here. He had a base hit earlier in the 3rd inning. He scored a run already. 2 for 9 in this series. Can Yoan Moncada extend the lead for the White Sox even further? This White Sox lineup has been fantastic. This is the White Sox lineup that I expected to see when I picked the White Sox to win this series. Oh, dang it. They just showed the replay. Was he too close to home to try and make a play there? I feel like at that point, I don't know. If he was too close, then maybe just try to go to first. But I mean, at that point, it's like it's going to be a tough play at first. I mean, why not just try and get the runner at home? Quan, the crowd is going nuts. This White Sox team, this is the first time in this series they're having fun. Yeah, was he too close? I figured he's probably too close. Giovanni Suzio, it's my birthday tomorrow, and the Rays will kick your Red Sox fans out of the playoffs. Oh, come on. Come on. I mean, I'm not counting the Rays out at all. At all. But happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Who did Greinke replace on their roster? Who did he replace? Greinke trying to get an out here. If you're the Astros, you just got to start with 1 out. You can't do everything at once. Got to go 1 out at a time here. And you got a tough task here with Yoan Moncada. Jose Siri off of the ALDS roster. Oh, no. Sorry. Zach Greinke, Jose Siri off of the roster. So, hold on. Sir, what is the latest here? How did he get on the roster? Why is there no news on this? There was news of when he was not on it. So they left Greinke and Siri off of the roster. And Jake Odorizzi. But how did he get on? So who did they remove? But Greinke just looking for an out here. We got a 9-6 White Sox lead. This offense has exploded in this inning. They've exploded in this game. They have gotten offense in many different ways. Home runs, base hits, beating out dribblers down the line. But here's Sheets. Yoan Moncada struck out for the first out. And here is Gavin Sheets, rookie. 11 home runs on the year, hit .250. Zach Greinke initially left off the roster for the Astros in this series, but he's back on, pitching out of the bullpen in this game. The Astros are still well within striking distance of being able to tie this game, especially this offense here in Houston. This offense has been clicking all series. This is the first time this White Sox offense is really clicking. But you can't count the Astros out of this game. Still got a lot of baseball left. It's only the bottom of the 4th. Feels like it's the 8th inning already. That's how long this game has felt. 2.5 hours already. 130 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? Francisco Daniel back from the tryouts. How did it go, my friend? How did it go? Sheets, ground ball to the right side. Dive, and he misses it. And the bases are loaded here for the White Sox. He throws it home. No one's coming home. But here we go. The White Sox continue to rally here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases are now loaded. Gavin Sheets with a base hit. The White Sox are already up to 11 hits through 4 innings. Here's Garcia. Had the big home run earlier. Big home run, a part of that big third inning where they scored 5 runs. Can he come up big again? There's a ground ball to the right side. He has it. He throws home. Maldonado hangs on to it. They get the out at home. Astros with a smart play there. Not trying to do too much. Trying to limit the damage as much as they can. Garcia was trying to be more of the hero. Couldn't come through here. But Yuli Gurriel with a good play. Fired home right away. Maldonado. What I liked about that, he didn't try to do too much. Just got the out at home, and that was it. They got 2 outs now. That's the smart Astros team that we all know. This is the team full of veterans. I like that move from the Astros. You could have maybe tried going to first, but he didn't. Oh, they call it a strike here on Cesar Hernandez. Cesar Hernandez, known more for his glove, did have 3 home runs for the White Sox down the stretch. But can Cesar Hernandez come through here for the White Sox? It's a 9-6 White Sox lead. They've had a huge outburst in this inning. So far, Jose Abreu with the base hit. Yasmani Grandal reaching on a fielder's choice that made it 8-6. And Eloy Jimenez with the base hit that made it 9-6. If we just recap everything that's happened so far. Tim Anderson got it started with the base hit. Luis Robert kept it going with a base hit. Jose Abreu with a base hit. That made it 7-6. Yasmani Grandal reaching on the fielder's choice made it 8-6. Eloy Jimenez with the base hit, 9-6. Mancada with the strikeout. Gavin Sheets with a base hit that loaded the bases. And Luriel Garcia couldn't keep it going, but here we go. Cesar Hernandez grounds it to the right side. He has it. He steps on the bag. Yuli Gurriel with a busy inning defensively, but that ends the threat. And the White Sox come up with 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. And we have a 9-6 White Sox lead. How are we doing, everyone? What's going on? 117 people. Jacob Toon, I'm in pain. I was in pain earlier just trying to get through that game. I thought the Rays would just completely break my heart at some point. And who would have thought a ground rule double would break the hearts of Rays fans everywhere? Insane clips thinking the Red Sox take the series tomorrow. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Sure, the Rays are down, but they can definitely get back up. 2021 first half, Cesar with Cleveland was like Ellsbury. Yeah, he was pretty good in that. He was pretty good with Cleveland. Not really the same kind of production. Sav just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hello, hello. Oh man, we reached 100 likes without a downvote, and we've gotten 2 dislikes. Can't avoid the dislikes lately. Sav, what's going on, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Hey, White Sox fan here in the chat. We're watching the White Sox and the Astros tonight. Stick around, grab yourself a drink, and come on in for some good White Sox Astros baseball. I love what the White Sox are doing here tonight. You know, backs against the wall, down early. You know, they're down 5-1. You know, people thinking, man, this series is over. But a lot of baseball left, and they came through big there in the 3rd. Garcia with that huge home run. And then a big 3rd inning, or a big 3-run outburst here in the 4th inning. So just recapping all the scoring so far. Eloy Jimenez got it started for the White Sox with a base hit that got the first run on the board. Then Kyle Tucker with the double that scored 2 for the Astros to make it 2-1. Jake Myers made it 3-1 with a base hit. Kyle Tucker coming up big again with a 2-run home run. Kyle Tucker has been awesome this season. That was the 5-1 Astros lead. And then the White Sox started just chipping away. Greinke had the home run. 2-run home run, made it 5-3. Garcia with the big 3-run home run to take the lead. Astros tying the game back up with a Bregman base hit. But then once again, the White Sox coming up big. Base hits all around. Greinke reaching on a fielder's choice. Eloy Jimenez with a base hit there. And we have a 9-6 White Sox lead. But here we go. There's Tepera. So I figured maybe Tepera would come into this game. I guess you're not going to see Carlos Rodon tonight. And maybe they're saving him for tomorrow. So, or for, is that game on tomorrow? If there is a game 4? Oh, we're going to have a lot of baseball on tomorrow. Oh, we got all 4 games on tomorrow. If this does go to a game 4, you got all 4 games on tomorrow. So, busy day of baseball tomorrow if this score stays the same. Or if this lead stays the same. Jakey boy, that is really unfortunate. Good grief. Jason, I do too, my friend. I do too. I'm still working on my espresso here. I made myself an Americano. Here's Ryan Tepera. He slaps it out to right, but he's under it. And Garcia records the first out. Carlos Correa has had a big series, but not able to get it done there. Look who it is. It's Adam Wainwright in the booth. AJ Pierzynski, Adam Wainwright. Gotta love it. Paul Hawaii, I wish, my friend. I wish. But Ryan Tepera, he's been solid for the White Sox. Who would have thought? Out of Craig Kimbrell and Ryan Tepera would be the much more effective reliever for the White Sox this year. You know, it's funny with Craig Kimbrell. You know, that's a guy where he needs that juice of the 9th inning, man. He needs that juice. He's not a 7th or 8th inning guy. He needs those closing duties. You know? I mean, he started to wane with the Red Sox, and yeah, he struggled with the Cubs too, but once he figured it out, you know, this guy was so locked down for the Cubs. And you thought when they would, you know, trade for him, he would, you know, this bullpen would just be amazing. But it's Kimbrell has been the opposite. So, haven't gone with Kimbrell in really important situations, you know, as of late. You know, seeing Ryan Tepera here getting the nod. So will we see Kimbrell maybe in the next couple of innings? Yeah, good thing Liam Hendricks, he's going to be nails anywhere he goes. That guy he's a 9th inning guy. He's that same kind of guy. He runs off that adrenaline. You know? Some guys, they need that 9th inning. They need that end of game. You know? It's a different mentality. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say like I know, but you got to imagine. Some guys really run off that. Yeah, Anthony Fleiss, I agree. I mean, it's kind of you couldn't make Kimbrell the closer. You had to make him a setup guy. There was no way you were taking Hendricks out of that. So, Jason, highest ever batting average at Fenway 2 Guy is a Red Sox killer. Who was that again? Oh, Brandon Lau. Yeah, Brandon Lau in the postseason. It's weird with him. He has not come up big. Raptor Jesus, there has been 1-2-3 inning tonight so far, top of the first. It goes to show how good these offenses are. Paul Hawaii, I think we should make a 16-team playoff, 8 teams in each. Hey, should be fun. Here we go. Ryan Tepera, 2 outs, 1-2 count, 9-6 White Sox lead. The pitch, slider, doesn't get him a bite. Yuli Gurriel, good hitter this year, hitting .319 on the year. But Ryan Tepera looking for a big out here. I think if you're the White Sox, you want this game to start moving along now. The Astros are going to try and slow this game down. But if you're the White Sox, you want to just attack right now. Just go after him. Ryan Tepera, 2-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch gets him. Change up on the outside corner, swing and a miss. And Ryan Tepera with a solid inning. Mitch Goodrow, Randy is better in the postseason than the regular season, in my opinion. Not saying he's bad in the regular season. Yeah, Mitch, I think he's kind of one of these guys. Again, this is a guy that really feeds off energy. You know, he feeds off that adrenaline, like that postseason baseball. You go into another gear. Quan. Randy, Lau, Franco, Cruz, Diaz, Margot, Zanino, Meadows, Wendell in that order. It's their best lineup. I gotta say, I do love me some Randy and Franco at the top of that lineup. That is just deadly. But I think you should. I think you should go with a Franco in the 3 spot. I think you got to put him in more of that role. I think you need to do a bit of a switch. You know, some kind of a move. And hey, you're the Rays, so that's not going to be a surprise if they definitely move some guys around. Jason, not a big fan of Franco. I got to say, I'm kind of a fan. You know, the guy's he's just been stepping up, man. Mitch, I feel like if Randy was on a team with a bigger fan base, he would perform way better. Yeah, Randy's kind of one of these guys. He seems like he lives for these kind of, these big moments in the postseason. I mean, look what he did last year. I mean, whoever hits that many home runs in the postseason? Never. Randy Arozarena setting the record for most home runs in a postseason. Dulce Marist. Wonder what having more teams in the postseason would do for the trade deadline week. More buyers. Absolutely. Andrew Robbins' Rays will out themselves and choke again. You got to think, this Rays team, man, they've come up big a lot this season. If the Red Sox win that series, I mean, I would be the happiest person alive. I will rip my pants off and I will run around outside and scream if that happens. But, I mean, man, like just the thought of the Rays losing, they're so good. I mean, of course, I'm always going to have faith in my Red Sox, but from an analytical standpoint, this Rays team is really good. They just play well all the time, no matter who they're playing against. They beat good teams. They beat bad teams. They're just a group that's together too, Mighty King Man probably wouldn't be able to vlog that. That would probably get taken down. And I might lose subscribers that way. I would be so happy. To get by a Rays team like that, if they're able to do it, that would be amazing. Here's Christian Javier coming in for the Astros. Greinke did not get a lot of work. Greinke wasn't too effective there, at least in the beginning when he came in. he was able to close out the inning. But overall, Greinke didn't have a very easy time. But here's Christian Javier. First time in this series, I believe. I believe this is his first appearance this postseason. I could be wrong. No, this is his first appearance. They need a couple of innings out of him. Need a couple of innings. They need to get this White Sox offense stabilized. They need to shut this down. Christian Javier, if they can get a good couple of innings out of him, that's going to be huge for the Astros' chances. Big fastball, swing and a miss for Tim Anderson. He sits down for the first out. Christian Javier had some experience in the postseason last year, and he's looking quite good to start things off here in 2021. Meineke, man, Greinke washed. What's new? Yeah, Greinke has not been the same this year. Wondering if there's maybe something going on injury-wise with Greinke. You know, something not feeling quite right. Here's Luis Robert. 6 for 9 in this series. Luis Robert has been huge. Here we go. He comes out with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 115 people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? 122 likes. Can we get to 150 likes? 150 likes. We got more likes than people right now, so that might be a little hard at the moment. But if anyone has not liked the stream yet, if you can, hit that like button for me. Giovanni, it's my birthday tomorrow, and I'm going to be eliminated from the Red Sox fans, and they're not saying happy birthday to me. Everyone say happy birthday to Giovanni Zuzio in the chat. William Henry, the Red Sox are back to being a first-place team in the American League again, just like the beginning of the 2021 regular season. I'm impressed. Yeah. Red Sox, they kind of struggled there in the second half. Not a very up-and-down second half, but they've come together here. Alex Cora, that's one thing this guy does. These guys rally around this guy. They just rally around each other. It's a team that's really together. I've really liked the addition of Kike Hernandez, just not for his contributions on the field, but just what he's, the character that he brings into the clubhouse. It's a team that's having fun this year. They're having a lot of fun, and they're winning games. Gotta love it. This team was, if you go back to when Chris Sale was rehabbing, making appearances in side sessions in the bullpens before he came back, all the guys on the Red Sox were coming out to watch him. They were all sitting there pulling for him. It's a team that's really together. Luis Robert, just foul. Just foul. You also got to love how much superstar young talent is in this postseason. Got to love it. Luis Robert and Wander Franco in the same postseason. These guys are phenoms. Luis Robert, big strikeout there from Christian Javier. Luis Robert has not been an easy out this series so far, and he strikes him out with a fastball up and in. Javier was a baller as a starting pitcher. Not sure why they moved him to the pen. Let's go pull up some Christian Javier stats. Showing the stars of the postseason so far. Max Fried pitched a good game yesterday for the Atlanta Braves. I never went over those games. After this inning, I'm going to go over those games really quick. But Christian Javier this year, as a starter last year, he started 10 games last year. If you look, his FIP was pretty high. It was a 4.94. ERA looked pretty good, but his FIP was about one and a half runs higher. So, but this year, mainly more coming out of the pen, his walks have gone up, but his strikeouts have gone up. So maybe they just like his approach out of the pen a little bit more. But here we go. Bottom of the 5th here. 0-2 count. Jose Abreu up. Christian Javier, the pitch. Slider into the dirt. Jose Abreu not biting. Yeah, but everyone, we got a great series going on with the Brewers and the Braves. The Dodgers tying it up last night. I was not able to go live last night for that game or this morning. Haven't talked about that series or that game yet. But we'll talk about these two series here in a moment. But here we go. 1-2 count to Jose Abreu. Christian Javier, the pitch. Another slider into the dirt. Jose Abreu not biting. $102 people here in the chat. What's going on? Franier Ball Makeda. Will the Astros sweep? Oh, fastball just missing the outside corner. And Jose Abreu has worked the count full. But yeah, Franier, I mean, I don't know. Right now, this White Sox team, they just have to have their pitching hold off the Astros. I mean, it's going to be tough. Yeah, William Henry. Bellinger came up big. I said that in this series. Oh, Christian Javier tries to run it in, but it gets too close and hits him. So Jose Abreu takes his base. Christian Javier showing some frustration. Yeah, someone in the chat said that. The only 1-2-3 inning so far, I believe someone in the chat said it was from the first inning. So if we go back to the first inning. So yeah, we haven't had a 1-2-3 inning since the top of the first. That could have been the first 1-2-3 inning since then. Here we go. Grandal had a big home run earlier in this game. Reached on a fielder's choice at one point. Grandal, he's also had a good couple of frame jobs with some pitches here today behind the plate. Gotta love Yasmani Grandal behind the plate. Here we go. 2 outs. Christian Javier trying to get this third out. Another slider. They're not biting at these sliders. Christian Javier, he's got to stay away from this slider right now because they are not biting at it. Christian Javier, stick with the fastball. They can see these sliders. They're not swinging at him. Or knuckle curves, sorry. Big fastball. Stick with the fastball. Christian Javier, he's had success with the fastball here. Just stick with the fastball. Jacob Toon, who was the guy that La Russa compared to Trout? Yeah, was it Luis Robert? I mean, honestly, I could see some Sodmill just subscribe. What's going on? You could definitely see comparisons with Luis Robert and Mike Trout. Similar frames, athletic. Here we go. 5-pitch battle right now with Yasmani Grandal trying to keep this offense going here with 2 outs. 2-2 count. Christian Javier comes set, looking for a third strike. Going with the fastball again. Looks like he listened to me. Stay away from that slider. You've thrown how many slider, or I keep saying slider, knuckle curves, and they're not swinging at him. What's he going to do here? They're not swinging at the knuckle curves. They're starting to catch up with the fastballs here. If you're Christian Javier, you maybe go with a changeup. There was looked like actually that was a slider right there. People were comparing Mookie to Trout in 2018. Yeah, Mookie is just a different player. He's a different player than a Mike Trout. Grandal putting together a good at-bat here. Quan saying good AB. Christian Javier, 2-2 count, 2 outs. White Sox looking to move into the 6th. Or the Astros looking to move it into the 6th, sorry. We got a full count here. Christian Javier, fastball, up and away. Full count, 2 outs. White Sox looking to make something happen here in the bottom of the 5th. They got a runner on. Jose Abreu getting hit with a pitch. How's Monty Grandal? Can he come up big again for the White Sox? Full count, 2 outs. Christian Javier, the pitch. Fastball up and away. Grandal works the count, and he earns the walk on the 8th pitch. And the White Sox are once again threatening. For the 3rd straight inning, they are threatening. Here comes Eloy Jimenez. He's 2 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs. Quan says more runs incoming. WWS, that is not true, my friend. I was going live to talk some Astros White Sox. But it definitely helped that the Red Sox Rays had a good game there. Yeah, regardless, this was going to be the live one for tonight. Yeah, last night, it's hard when, because I do like going live, you know, for like the night game, but when it's on at 9:30 at night, like the Dodgers and the Giants was last night, oh my God, it's just so late. I really wear down in those late nights, man. I used to be able to stay up, you know, 1, 2, even 3 in the morning sometimes so easily. Now it's like once it gets to like, you know, 11, 11:30, I start getting tired, man. I can't be. It's so hard for me to be up at that time. So, but yeah, I'm glad we're going live for the Astros White Sox tonight because, hey, I mean I've been watching the games, but haven't gone live talking a game yet with them. That was it. Yeah, WWS, great game. What a game. That'll go down as one of the better postseason games. That'll be remembered. No matter what happens in that series, no matter what. Rays can come back and win that series. People are still going to remember that Christian Vasquez walk-off. 13-inning game like that. So, have to see if the Red Sox can close it out. They got 2 chances to. It's not going to be easy. Jason, there's a clip on Twitter of the Rays from a 2019 game where they benefited from the same rule that happened tonight. Oh, that's interesting. The 6th child. Glad you're calling this game. Hey, man. Got some good offense on tonight. Oh, there's a big strikeout to Eloy Jimenez. And that ends the inning. Into the 6th we go. We still got a lot of baseball left. WWS, I don't know. I mean, right now, Ryan Tepera looked pretty good in that last half. So, the White Sox bullpen's good. If they can just hold it down, I think they have a good chance. I think the Astros can definitely score another run or 2. But will they be able to score at least 3 more? That's going to be tough. And then you got the bottom of the order coming up here. So, but 7th, 8th, and 9th, you're going to have that meaty part of the order. But then I worry a little bit for the 9th, so they're going to have to do some damage here in the next couple of innings. You know, you got the bottom of the order coming up with Myers and Maldonado, then Altuve. Let's say all 3 sit down. And then you got Brantley for the 7th. Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez for the 7th. However that ends up going. And then you got Correa. Let's just say all 3 sit down that inning. Then you got Correa, Tucker, Gurriel for the 8th. And then, you're going to have to make something happen here in the next couple of innings because if your guys all sit down in order for the next couple of innings, you're going to be looking at Myers, Maldonado, and Altuve for the 9th. So You want this middle part of this order up if you can in that 9th inning. 8th inning, too, if you can. Oh, man. But let's talk about these. While we're on a commercial break, let's take a look at the Braves-Brewers game from yesterday. Hey, Max Fried, man. Max Fried was looking good. 6 innings, 3 hits, 9 Ks. One of the better starts this postseason. Woodruff looked okay. 6 innings, 3 runs. But with that offense from Milwaukee, it's not a good offense. And I said this going into the series. It's just not a good offense. And they are going to really struggle to score runs against good pitching. And, you know, unfortunately for Charlie Morton, he didn't get the run support against Corbin Burns. You know, but for Max Fried, he pitched a great game, and the bullpen really locked it down. So you got to love what these Braves did. Austin Riley coming up big. Albies coming up big. You know, Soler with a big double at one point. Austin Riley was huge, though. Came up big for them in the 6th inning. And then in the bottom of the 3rd, what happened in the bottom or in the top of the 3rd? Freddie Freeman with a base hit there, and then Ozzie Albies with the home run. So, or it was a home run at first, and they changed it to a double. So, I keep thinking Albies had a home run, but I keep forgetting they changed it to a double. It looked good. But Austin Riley, nail in the coffin in the 6th inning. He's been huge for them this year. He's been huge. So, for Game 3, with the Braves and the Astros, you got Ian Anderson, Freddie Peralta. 2 young guns. Ian Anderson had a lot of exposure last year in the playoffs. Can he come up big again for them this year? It's going to be a tough task with Freddie Peralta. So, very interesting Game 3. Very interesting Game 3. Ryan Tepera back on the mound for the White Sox. So, after this half inning, we will go talk about the Dodgers and the Giants. But Ryan Tepera on the mound here. What is going on? What are we doing? There we go. But Ryan Tepera looked like you're going to try and get at least 2 innings out of him. They got, who is this? Bummer warming up. Interesting. Bummer's warming up. He had a tough game in Game 2. WWS, do I think the Red Sox can make it to the World Series? I mean, honestly, in the postseason, anyone can make it. You know, it's just a matter of who's going to have the breaks, who's going to have guys come up big. The Red Sox got a big break in this game. They got a break. That Hunter Renfroe, I don't know, do you want to call it a mistake? You know, like it bounced off of him, went to the dugout or into the bullpen. Hey, they had a break. You need breaks in the postseason. If you want to win a World Series, you're gonna have to have some things fall your way. And hey, that happened today. And against a really good team, you're not just gonna need breaks, but if you want to beat a good team like the Rays, you're gonna have to have a few, because it's too tough of a team. Yeah, Jason, Brewers offense. It got better with Willy Adames, but they really started struggling again down the stretch. Yeah, Franier, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rays win tomorrow. I don't think that series is over. Kira Owens, what's going on? Congrats on the win. Hey, you know, it's good. This series isn't over. There's a fly ball to left. He put a pretty decent charge into it, but Eloy Jimenez is there. Yeah, Kira Owens, rough game for the Rays in the end. You know, like I was talking about that break, you know, for the Red Sox, I mean, horrible for Rays fans. You got to think, I mean, goodness. I mean, the Rays they were all up on the dugout steps, you know, like saying, hey, you know, that was looked like Renfroe, you know, kind of looked like he was going to help out the Rays at first. And then no. But Kira, I think it's far from over. I think I would not be surprised to see a Game 5. Would not be surprised to see a Game 5. The Red Sox, they got their work cut out for them tomorrow. And we don't even know who's going to be starting. We don't know who's going to be starting. But here we go. Maldonado back up. Jake Myers with the fly out for the first out. Astros offense has gone what seems a little cold. It's gone a little cold here. And a big swing and a miss from Maldonado. Ryan Tepera is looking very good for the White Sox. In all honesty, you got to think Ryan Tepera right now is looking like the MVP of this game. Ryan Tepera, I know you could give Garcia maybe the nod here, but Ryan Tepera, this Astros offense, they were just relentless, and he's come in and really shut them down. 1 out, 0-2 count. Slider away, gets him to swing and miss, and 2 outs. Here comes Jose Altuve. Ryan Tepera has looked great. Justin, Red Sox took 8 years off of your life. I mean, that was taking some years off my life. I'm not kidding. Kira, I said early in the season the bullpen would probably get tired with no starting pitching. I mean, yeah, it's tough. When you don't have Tyler Glasnow, I think they would have been, if they had just Tyler Glasnow the way he was pitching, no Morton, no Snell, I mean, I think they would have been fine. If you had Glasnow, for that game 1, and then you have McClanahan for a game 2, I mean, I think this is a different series. So you got to think, if you're the Rays, man, God, you just didn't bring back Morton. That's the tough part about the low payroll. You would love to have a Charlie Morton. Look at what he did for the Braves. Imagine if he did that for the Rays. Have Charlie Morton. Imagine if you had, with this Rays team, imagine if you had a Tyler Glasnow for game 1, a Charlie Morton for game 2, and then a Shane McClanahan for a game 3. I mean, it's a different series. You could already see the series over at this point. Ryan Tepera drops one in on the upper inner half, and we got a 1-2 count here against Jose Altuve. White Sox fans on their feet, top of the 6th, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Ryan Tepera has been nailed since coming in. This Astros offense was scoring relentlessly, and they've gone cold since Ryan Tepera has come in. Ryan Tepera, 1-2 count. He comes set. Slider away. Jose Altuve fouls it away. Yeah, Jason, Pavetta's been huge. Jason, Glasnow would have been a big difference, although so would a healthy Chris Sale. Yeah. Man. Honestly, I kind of, for the Rays' sake, I wish they brought back Charlie Morton. I mean, how helpful would that be right now? You lost Glasnow, but look how good Morton's been this year. I feel like you probably had your chance to re-sign him. And he got him! Strike 3! On the outside half, Ryan Tepera with 2 amazing innings here. Yeah, Franier, he definitely got a bit of a gift. Expect the umpire to give a gift back to the Astros later on, but he thought it caught the outer half. WWS, do I think they have a run? I mean, I don't know. The starting pitching is a little thin. But the way, if the Red Sox want to go on any kind of a run, they're going to have guys step up out of the bullpen, just like Pavetta's doing, like Tanner Houck is doing. How long can they keep that up? It's going to be tough. I don't mean to be such like a negative Nancy about my Red Sox, but I just don't know if they have the depth. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm wrong a lot. I am wrong a lot. So I don't know if they have the depth, but they've had guys really step up. So alrighty. Mitch, speaking of the Dodgers, let's go over this Dodgers-Giants game from last night. So Dodgers coming up big, scoring 9 runs. Kevin Gausman just in the end just didn't quite have it. 5 1/3, he worked into the 6th there, but that's when the Dodgers started kind of hacking away, scoring 4 runs that inning. So Gausman in the end just didn't have enough. And Julio Urias looked really solid through 5. Only gave up 3 hits, an earned run, 5 Ks. Kelly came in for an inning, had a bit of a tough time, but Knebel, Gratterall, Bickford coming up big for the Dodgers in the end. But overall, the Giants bullpen just didn't come through. Leone, Littell, these guys have been good for the Giants this year. Weren't able to come up big for them here. This Dodgers offense just looked really good. Had a lot of these guys produce. Betts and Seager produced at the top of the lineup. Each of them had an RBI. Justin Turner surprisingly going 0 for 5. Will Smith 1 for 4 on the night. Drove in a run. Chris Taylor, the heroics in the wild card game, but he had a good game here, 2 for 4. Bellinger had a hit, couple RBIs. He had a big double there in that 6th inning, I believe. Pollock 2 for 3 there, a couple RBIs himself. But yeah, Bellinger, I believe that came in the 6th inning. If we were to kind of go over the scoring plays again. But yeah, Cody Bellinger, I was listening to that game while on an Uber ride. I was giving a ride to someone. But Cody Bellinger had the big double there in the 6th inning. That really that's where it all started for the Dodgers to really kind of spread the or extend the lead. And then Pollock had himself a double as well. So by that point, it was pretty much just a done game. You had Mookie Betts make a great throw, getting Solano out at one point. But yeah, the Dodgers just looked how the Dodgers should. But I'm not surprised. This is going to be a back-and-forth series. I think this is going to go 5 games. I don't see any other way. To me, this series is not justified unless it goes 5 games. So this is going to go 5. It's going to go down to the wire. These two teams are just so even. They play each other hard. These two teams have just been giving each other fits for years, and this year they're so even. So, but yeah, Craig. Yeah, Gausman looked, pretty good just in the end. Just wasn't able to just really lock it down there in the end. So, overall, though, Gausman looked pretty solid for the most part. But hey, good thing you went with the Logan Webb in Game 1. That got the series started off well. So now for Game 3. If we take a look, Giants-Dodgers, Game 3 tomorrow night. Alex Wood, Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer kind of had to work through that wild card game. He's got a tough Giants offense. So, have to wait and see which Max Scherzer shows up for the Dodgers. But Alex Wood, he's been pretty solid for the Giants. I think the key for the Giants, they're going to need that bullpen to bounce back. So, but here we go, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Gavin Sheets. Couple of hits tonight. Yeah, Jim McDonald's here thinking he should have been left in. What was going on there? Let me go back to that. Because I was working right when that game was going on. But I remember they were taking him out. I think didn't he walk someone in his last at bat or gave up? I don't remember. So let's go. So that was in the 6th inning. Yeah, he walked Will Smith. Okay. So, oh yeah. So yeah, well, Trey Turner had the double, and then Will Smith had the walk. So, I mean, Gausman, the bullpen let him down. They let him down, but in the end, Gausman, you would love for Gausman to just close that, get through those 6 innings. But hey, it wasn't in the cards for him to finish out the inning, and the bullpen just really they just laid what's the term or what's the phrase? They laid a I can't think of the phrase. I'm getting tired. But yeah, the bullpen didn't come through for him. So, but I think Gausman, I think he looked really solid. So, Just in the end, bullpen, they had a shaky night. Yeah, Aussie Craig. A lot of left-handed bats for the Giants tomorrow. You got to think against Max Scherzer. They're going to come ready against Scherzer. They're going to come ready. Yeah, Justin, I agree. I think it's going to, it sounds like Tampa Bay already anyway. Bullpen game. It's been a long game tonight, everyone. This game's already been on for 3 hours, and we're only in the bottom of the 6th. We're looking at around a 4-hour game right now, maybe even a little more. $91 people still here. Big swing and a miss there from Garcia. Had the big home run earlier in the game. Christian Javier looking pretty solid so far. 1 2/3 innings. He's got 4 strikeouts, 40 pitches so far. They've definitely made him throw a lot of pitches so far, but he's looking really good this inning. Working quickly here. Getting Gavin Sheets on the strikeout. A little high there for Christian Javier, and there's ball 4. Or sorry, ball 3. But he got the fly out to Moncada. Gavin Sheets striking out. Got Cesar Hernandez on deck. Kira Owens, we got a 9-6 White Sox lead. Oh, good pitch there from Christian Javier. Slider on the outside corner. Gotta love a backdoor slider, and Christian Javier has Garcia at a full count. Full count, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. White Sox lead at 9-6. Fastball, big strikeout there. And Christian Javier, very efficient there in the 6th inning. And here come the Astros back up to try and make something happen. We're going into the final 3 innings. PS4 Gaming. Astros are definitely a World Series contender. Just imagine if they had Verlander. Imagine if Verlander was on this Astros team right now. Oh man. Yeah, Franier. Good performance here for Christian Javier. 2 innings. Christian Javier, Ryan Tepera coming up big. You know, these guys there through the first 4 innings, giving up a lot of runs, but these 2 guys coming in the last couple innings, really shutting it down. So we're looking at a bullpen game right now. Are the White Sox going to be able to hang on? They have more than a good enough bullpen to keep this Astros lineup at bay. Craig, for me, it is 11:20 right now. 11:20. Did I just see Aaron Rodgers on a commercial? How's my fantasy team doing today? I had 2 guys go on the IR. Well, now I'm down by 13. I had 2 guys go on the IR. I had David Montgomery and Logan Thomas. One of my running backs and my tight end. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. But at the end of the day, I won my 2nd straight fantasy baseball championship. So if I lose in fantasy football, I'm not going to lose any sleep. Here comes Aaron Bummer. Aaron Bummer looked really bad in game 2. What's it going to be like today? I'm sure he's going to come in. They probably made some adjustments. Let's see how Aaron Bummer performs today. But you got to think he's going to be on a short leash here. But they would love to get an inning out of Aaron Bummer. Got to think here. 7th inning, go with an Aaron Bummer. 8th inning, go Kimbrel. 9th inning, go Hendricks. Who would you go for the 8th inning, White Sox fans? Got Aaron Bummer here for the 7th. Who would you go for the 8th inning? Would you go with Kimbrel in the 8th? Would you go with someone else? You've already used Kopech. You've already used Tepera. Or Meineke, man, go with Hendricks for a 6-out save. I'm all about it. Let's go. I mean, for the White Sox right now, looking at their bullpen, Could you go Crochet? Could go Crochet maybe? I would think it's probably going to be Kimbrel in the 8th. Or you could go Bummer for 2 innings. Did the White Sox already use Jose Ruiz? I don't believe so. So you could go with a Jose Ruiz. Be interesting to see who he goes with. Let's take a look here. Let's look at the closer depth chart on Fangraphs. So right now, the way they're looking at the White Sox bullpen, they still have Craig Kimbrel as the setup man. So I feel like you're going to see Kimbrel there in the 8th. But I like this matchup here. Bummer, Brantley, lefty-lefty. I think this is a good time to bring in Bummer. You got a couple of lefties coming up here. For you got Brantley here. You do got Bregman up after him. But then you got Alvarez. So Alvarez, the left-handed bat. This is a good spot for Bummer to come in. So you got to get by Bregman, but he's a tough at-bat for a lefty. Tough at-bat. Oh, what did I just click on? There we go. But Bregman, he's been coming up big. Good game tonight, 2 for 3. He's on deck. But Brantley, on-base machine, 1-2 count. Brantley fouls it back. Brantley is never an easy out. Never an easy out. Alvarez can definitely do damage. Let's see Yordan Alvarez. How has he done against left-handed pitchers? Had a good year. 33 home runs, an 877 OPS. Versus lefties, he's actually hitting lefties really well. So Aaron Bummer against him is not a sure thing. He's actually hit better against lefties. Big strikeout for Michael Brantley. And Aaron Bummer gets the first out. Already a better outing than game 2. But Yordan Alvarez, he hits lefties better. 283, a 349 on base, a 532 slugging. So yeah, you got to, Yordan Alvarez, even though you got a lefty coming up against, or you got a lefty going up against him, still not a sure thing. But Alex Bregman, 2 for 3 tonight, hitting .500 in this series. Bregman, good swing there, but foul. Yeah, Justin, I think they're going to go with Kimbrel too. 97 people in the chat, creeping our way back up to 100. But then 7 people just left. Dang. Hey, we're almost to 150 likes, everyone. We're at 139 right now. It's approaching 11:30 here on the East Coast. It's only the top of the 7th, but this game is moving along a little quicker here in the last couple innings. Franier, thank you, my friend. Yeah, not easy to strike out Brantley. Brantley's one of the best on-base guys in the game. Very difficult to strike out. Let's actually look. How many times has Brantley struck out? What is his strikeout percentage? It's got to be in the single digits. Yeah, 6.5 or no, sorry. Oh man, it's 10.4. I was close. I figured it would be in the 9s. But yeah, struck out 9.5% of the time in 2018. Now 10.4%. For his career, he's struck out 10.8% of the time. So yeah, he's got a 362 on base this year. All right, 143 likes. We are 7 likes away from 150 for the night. Bregman, big swing and a miss, but he fouls it off. That's strike 2. Aaron Bummer looking for a big strikeout here. Every out here against the Astros is going to be a big out. But the White Sox crowd on their feet looking for a strikeout of Alex Bregman. Dulce Miras, Bummer is on tonight. He's looking a lot better than he did in game 2. Yarn Sky, really hate this game, but I don't want to say. Struck him out. Big strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Aaron Bummer. Can he strike out the side with a Yordan Alvarez? Yarn Sky, really hate this game, but congrats. Hey, Rays fans, don't be down. This is a good Rays team. I expect the Rays to bounce back in Game 4. I'm predicting a Game 5. This Rays team is too tough. I'm giving them all the credit. But here we go. Yordan Alvarez, like we just looked at the stats. Hits lefties just as good as he hits righties. He's a threat to any whatever side you pitch from, lefty or righty. Yordan Alvarez, he has been mashing in this series. 3 for 7, has a walk tonight. Ooh, swing and a miss there. Reaches for the slider away. 0-2 count. Aaron Bummer, after a tough performance in game 2, has an 0-2 count with 2 outs. One more strike, and he'll strike out the side. What a bounce-back outing this would be for Aaron Bummer. Here we go, 0-2 count. Yordan Alvarez looks on. Aaron Bummer looks in. What do they go with? His slider has looked nasty tonight. Does he go back to the slider? 0-2 count. 2 outs. Another strikeout. Aaron Bummer with the cutter. Gets him. Aaron Bummer, what an outing. Striking out the side after a miserable performance in game 2. Kira Owens, very bad predictions. Man, oh man. Honestly, my predictions from now on, I don't know. I'm just going to stop looking at numbers. I'm just going to go with my gut. What does my gut tell me? That's what I'm going with. I'm using numbers so much to try and predict, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'd have to say I'm usually like 50-50 with my predictions. I get some right. I get some wrong. So, William Henry, Rays do deserve a World Series title. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy the Dodgers won in 2020, but felt bad because it was against the Rays. Would have loved to have them win their first championship. I feel like it's just a matter of time before the Rays break through. Or is it? Is it? I mean, is it even? I don't know. In the end, when you have teams like the Dodgers out there, even the Red Sox, they spend money. Is it ever going to happen for a low payroll team? Are they going to have enough? I mean, look at what the Rays, had to go through in the offseason. Not being able to bring back someone like a Charlie Morton. He went to the Braves for, 1 year, 15? What do you do with that? And when you can't sign guys because of your payroll, what do you do? It's like the Rays could have a phenomenal team. They could still have a Blake Snell. You could still have him. Sure, you got Luis Patino, but you could still have a Glasnow, a Snell, a Morton. It's just tough. But if they had more payroll, imagine what the Rays could do. William Henry, I still have nightmares from 2018. I feel A-Rod when he was traumatized about Big Papi in 04. Jesus. Big Papi just gives people's nightmares still to this day. The Cardinals in 2013. Yeah. David Ortiz, one of the best of all time. Yeah, Jason, wish the MLB had a salary floor. I would like to see something like that. Yeah, Dulcie Maris, there's a ton of talent for the Rays. You'd love to see them win one. With the amount of talent that they develop, you would love to see them win a championship. But are they going to be able to? They're never going to be able to go get a guy in his prime in free agency. I feel like in the end, you have to have a bit of a balance of everything. You got to have player development. You got to be able to spend money in free agency. You got to have a good mix, I think. You got to make the right trades. It's a mix. If you're missing one of those things, it's just hard. Take out one of those and the whole tripod falls. So I don't know. Until the Rays do it, it's hard to say like, all right, they're gonna have an automatic chance at this thing. I think they're very good, and I think they're my pick for the World Series this year. But in the end, they got to make it happen. And if they just go year to year, just good teams, good player development, but just not enough. I mean, it's tough. But here we go. Back out for the bottom of the seventh, Christian Javier in his third inning of work. He's had a good outing so far. 2 innings, 5 strikeouts on 45 pitches. Yeah, Kira Owens, player development is definitely not the problem. They're developing great players. It's just hard when they can't go out and they can't re-sign a Charlie Morton and they can't, go sign someone in free agency. That's tough. The day the Rays move away is the day baseball dies for me. But you're going to have Tampa and Montreal. It's going to be great. I wonder if the whole Montreal thing ends up going through. I just don't see it. It's just wild to me. Kimbrel looks like he's stirring. Got Kimbrel moving around there in the bullpen. Could we see Kimbrel? But he hasn't even started warming up yet. Or has he warmed up? Or what's going on here? So it looks like maybe they're going to go with Bummer, because you have to remember with the Astros, you have Correa coming up, and then you got Tucker. Tucker's been tough. So if you can get, maybe you go Bummer, and you have him try and get Correa, and then you have him try and get Tucker, and then you can go with Kimbrel for Gurriel, and that would bridge the gap to Hendricks. I mean, Yarn Sky, it's looking like it. Yeah, Jacob, if we get them into Tampa, we would be great. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably the only person that loves the Trop, but yeah, it's awful. I actually realized I had someone comment on the video that I did of the Rays, going to Montreal. I realized in the video I said 15 minutes. Tampa's 15 minutes from Tropicana. I meant to say 50. I don't know why I said 15. My potato brain once again getting the best of me. But yeah, I know fully well how far Tampa, or how much of a pain it is to get from Tampa to St. Petersburg. It's a pain. I don't know why they put that stadium in St. Petersburg. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. You're called you have Tampa in your name. Put it in Tampa. So I don't know. I don't know why it's just so difficult to get a stadium there. It's like you'd think it's just be the best move. But you saw I was at the game. I was at game 2. That place gets raucous. That place is nuts. It was people out of their seats waving the yellow towels. People care about the Rays. But no one wants to go to a Rays game in the middle of the season when it's difficult to get there. It's that simple. Get a stadium in Tampa. But it's easier said than done. Trevor Bauer is here. Trevor Bauer announced he was signed with the Mets on February 18th, 2022. Could you imagine? Trevor Bauer opts out, signs with the Mets. I would laugh. Let's do it. Let's do another Trevor Bauer free agency. That brought in a lot of people to the channel. I'm all about it. Trevor Bauer free agency 2.0. Part 2. I still remember that stream when Trevor Bauer signed. We had like 700 people in here. It was awesome. I remember that, man. When Trevor Bauer signed, that was the that was the big news. I remember I went to go get gas. I've said this story quite a lot. I went to go get gas, and I knew I was running a little low, and I was kind of waiting to see if Bauer would do anything. And I'm like, well, all right, I'll go in my car. I'll go fill up some gas right now. And I'll come back. Go grab something, to eat real quick. Soon as I got in my car, pulled out onto the road, I get to a light. Notification on my phone. Trevor Bauer signs with the Dodgers. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Literally when I left, and then that's when they announced it. So I had to do a U-turn. I was going 100 down a 45 to get back home. I was just going nuts. Jacob, Trevor Bauer, things are looking up for him. Yeah, if Trevor Bauer is vlogging again and he's saying, honestly, I think Trevor Bauer is going to get cleared from that. There's just not enough evidence, and I think there's been stuff kind of stretched with him. Big strikeout there of Tim Anderson. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with Trevor Bauer. Again, I think there's definitely some things. It sounds like he didn't do right, but there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't sound like it adds up a lot when you look at the evidence and whatnot. So I think in the end he's going to get cleared. There's just not enough evidence against him, and vice versa. There's just stuff that doesn't really add up. Sure, I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong, but in a court of law, there's just not enough evidence. So I don't know, but it sounds like both sides were consensual, and in the end, and that's according to the evidence. That's according to the text messages. So, but yeah. Yeah, the sixth child, it was definitely, yeah. You hate to say it because it's like you hate that, but, when you got proof of it, it's like, But yeah, we'll be looking back we'll be back to Trevor Bauer vlogs soon. Guy's hair has really gotten long. You guys seen the new Trevor Bauer, the Trevor Bauer flow? Christian Javier coming out of the game. Ryan Stanek coming in. Bottom of the seventh, 2 outs. Javier did give up a base runner, but he looked rather good. He gave up the walk to Cesar Hernandez, but he got Tim Anderson to strike out and Luis Robert to fly out. And here comes Ryan Stanek. A good performance for Christian Javier. 2 2/3 innings. He struck out 6. A good outing for Christian Javier. Overall, he threw 56 pitches. So a great outing. Really helped quiet the White Sox lineup, but unfortunately for the Astros, hey, Ryan Tepera came in and Aaron Bummer as well, and they've locked it down. So, Jacob, I mean, could you imagine if he opted out? I feel like that's, I don't know. Does he opt out? That's a lot of money. I'm all about it, though. Sound FX. All I ask of Bauer at this point is that he continues to improve both on and off the field. I've said that about Ozuna. I agree. I think, at the end of the day, you just got to move forward. And hopefully for Bauer, he just, I think there was probably some things he could have done differently. And hopefully, he just learns. And so, I hope everyone in this situation learns and moves forward, The sixth child, the Dodgers will try to void his contract, make no mistake. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers, they try to find, some kind of a flaw, or some kind of a hole or a loophole in the contract or whatever, they just try to get out of it. I wouldn't be surprised about that. It's a lot of money. And, they definitely didn't expect that for first year of Trevor Bauer. It's not good publicity. So look at this White Sox crowd, man. A sea of White Sox fans right now. I love when someone hits a home run for the White Sox. I love how they black it out. I love that. I think that's awesome. I think that's one of my favorite, effects in the game today when, like a stadium effect. I love that. Kira, Bauer is in a better position than Urban Meyer. Oh, good grief. I will say, though, it feels like that woman for Urban Meyer, feels like she's been kind of really putting it out there, and I don't know. It's just like, I'm not saying Urban Meyer didn't do anything wrong, but feels like she's been kind of getting out there and she's been putting it out everywhere as well. She was tweeting out stuff and I don't know. But yeah, not a good look for an Urban Meyer. So I don't know. Captain Spartan 04 with a 199 super chat. Important question. Are you an eggnog fan? I am an eggnog fan. I love me some eggnog. Man, that stuff that will add the pounds, though. The calories in an eggnog. But man, oh man. I love me some eggnog. Yeah, what team would want to touch Bauer, Craig says. I agree, Craig, because, even if he opts out, who's going to give him all that money? He looked pretty good during, the limited time. But then again, he started looking kind of not so good after the sticky stuff. Remember that? He started not looking so good. I don't know. I don't think Bauer opts out. I don't think he opts out. I think he opts in. But here we go. Bottom of the seventh. 1-2 count. 2 outs here. Ryan Stanek looking to close out the White Sox here in the seventh. Big fastball up and away. 2-2 count.
Astros trying to make the American League Championship Series for a 5th consecutive season. 2 teams.
1 second, everyone.
The A's went to 5 straight in the 1970s. The Braves, of course, had their impressive run in the 90s. The 2-0 series lead. Game 3 back here in Chicago. Game 4 tomorrow afternoon if necessary. Bray reaches out to ground it to Correa. Short out to Altuve. The inning is over. White Sox have a 3-run lead into the
And there is the third out. We got 6 outs left here for the Astros. Can they get something done? So who is coming in for the White Sox? You got to think you're probably leaving Bummer in there to start things off. The way Kimbrel was moving around, didn't look like he started warming up right away. So got to think Bummer's going to stay in. Maybe they want that lefty-lefty matchup against Tucker. But you're going to have to get through Correa. He's 0 for 2 on the night, but Tucker, he's 2 for 3 on the night. Tucker's been great in this series. So you got to think Bummer might be the guy here because you want that lefty-lefty matchup and then maybe bring in Kimbrel against Gurriel. But what do I know? I don't know anything. Captain Spartan, that's why you're my favorite YouTuber. Eggnog is back in stores. I'm going to have to get some. You know, I go to Publix down south here in Florida, and they come out with their own eggnogs, and they had like this, it was like an amaretto eggnog last year. Oh, it was good. I know a lot of people aren't really a fan of like that amaretto flavor, amaretto or whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm a big fan of that flavor. And when they mixed it with eggnog, I was like, oh, kill me. Add on 10 pounds right now. Yeah, Craig, if Bauer opts out, he's going to lose the moolah. He has a lot of money. But then someone else pointed out in the chat, I wonder, if anything happens with the Dodgers and Bauer over that contract. I don't know. Maybe they approach Bauer. Say, hey, we're kind of looking to move on here. Yeah, maybe might be best if you go to another team. But then again, they gave him the player option. So they're kind of, they're in a bind. But can they somehow void it? Rays tickets for Game 5 is only $57. Oh, do it. Do it. I can't go. I can't do it. That's, that's going to be on a school night. I can't do that. I would love to go, but I went to Game 2. It was on a Friday night, so it worked out for me. Because I don't work on Saturdays, but yeah, like I would love to go, but I can't. Especially if I have to go to work the very next morning. There's no way. I know, Paul. I'm letting everyone down. I'm letting everyone down. I brought some luck to the Red Sox in Game 2. It was funny because I wasn't even at the game in the beginning because of traffic. And I wasn't there for when the Rays hit the grand slam. And as soon as I got there, that's when the Red Sox started scoring. I'm just saying. My potato self brought some luck, maybe. Oh, yeah. Game 5's at 5:00. Wow, interesting. Really, that game would be at 5? Wow, on a Wednesday. Interesting. I'm all about it though. I'd be able to go live for it. That'd actually be right, like a little after I get home from work. But hey, the kingdom says there will be no Game 5. It's over in Game 4. Jacob, I will do my best. Bobby Bonilla, man. Still getting that money. Here comes Aaron Bummer. 1-2 count. Ooh, just missed that slider. Just missed that slider. Trevor Bauer says, you guys actually pay for tickets? Kaler, I teach second grade. There's Kimbrel and Hendricks. Gotta think Kimbrel's coming in soon. But he's got to get by Correa here. Thinking if Bummer gets by Correa, he's going to face Tucker. And then you got Kimbrel in for Gurriel. Two count. Aaron Bummer was sensational in the 7th inning, striking out the side. Here's the pitch. He strikes him out. Aaron Bummer with 4 straight strikeouts. Rune Dog, I had the Rays and the White Sox. Mitch Gugro from Alaska. If I want to go watch the Red Sox games, I go to T-Mobile Park to watch them beat the Mariners. Not bad, not bad. William Henry. I wonder how Robbie Hyde would feel if the Red Sox win the 2021 World Series. Oh, my goodness. I mean, honestly, I haven't even thought about that. Good grief. Could you imagine me sitting here calling a Red Sox game in the World Series? Oh, that'd be the most fun. That'd be the most fun. Emilio Brito, this is the Aaron Bummer we've been waiting for. Yeah, Rune Dog, we'll have to wait and see if that happens. Justin's back. Here's Aaron Bummer against Kyle Tucker. This was the matchup they wanted. They wanted Tucker and Bummer. 0-1 count. Tucker fouls it back. Bummer has been sensational tonight. 4 straight strikeouts. And now he's in line for his 5th straight strikeout. Kyle Tucker has been sensational in this series and this year, hitting .294 on the year with 30 home runs, hitting .364 this series with 2 home runs. Kyle Tucker, one of the most underrated players in the game today, but Aaron Bummer is having a performance for the ages out of the bullpen. Ooh, just missed his 5th straight strikeout. Went for the cutter down low. 0-2 count. Aaron Bummer has been a very uncomfortable at bat for the Astros so far. .0-2 count to Kyle Tucker. Aaron Bummer looking in. White Sox fans chanting, "Let's go White Sox." He grounds it to the first base side. Cesar Hernandez has it. He flips it to first, and there is the second out. So there goes the consecutive strikeouts. But he got 4 in a row. But top of the 8th, 2 outs. Here's Tony La Russa. This is what I was thinking. Here comes, I'm thinking, Craig Kimbrell for Yuli Gurriel. He's going with the righty-righty matchup. Probably going to save Hendricks for the 9th. And here's Kimbrell. A big spot for Craig Kimbrell here. He has struggled for the White Sox in the second half. Didn't do so well in Game 2. But can Kimbrell get the 1 out that they need here in the 8th inning against a Yuli Gurriel? Just seeing Kimbrell come in from the bullpen, it still just gives me anxiety. Going back to that 2018 World Series run for the Red Sox, Kimbrell was honestly killing me. He was taking years off of my life, at least months. At least days. I know he took something off of my life during that month. Oh my God. I still remember that Game 4 against the Yankees. Still remember that game. Oh. I can't. It gives me anxiety just thinking about it. Yeah, Jacob. That Kimbrell PTSD, man. He was so good with the Red Sox over those couple of years. But, oh, my God. When we needed him the most, he just gave me all of the heart attacks. It was very telling that the Red Sox went with Chris Sale to close out the World Series. That's how just inefficient Kimbrell became. Yeah, Dulcie Marist, love the duck boats, man. Love the duck boats. 2017, yeah, Kimbrell was great. Kimbrell was so good in those seasons. Let's actually pull up his stats. For the Red Sox in those years, oh my God. He was so good. I mean, look at these years he had. 2016 to 2018. I mean, look at 2017. I mean, his ERA got a little high in 2016 there. But this guy was dominant, like, during a stretch. But he did give up some runs and in spurts. But 2017, holy cow, man. There was just no stopping Kimbrel. How did he do in the postseason that year? Yeah, he had a rough time in the postseason that year. He was good in the 2016 in that first round. Yeah, 2018. I mean, look at that 2018 postseason. 5.91 ERA. He pitched so much in that postseason. Over 10 innings. Oh my God. Oh, that guy almost killed me. Almost killed me. But here we go. He's in here to face Yuli Gurriel. I got to say, long-haired Craig Kimbrel is probably my favorite, though. I love the long hair. Here we go. Yuli Gurriel. Craig Kimbrel. Power picture against one of the best hitters in the game this year. Big fastball from Kimbrel. 98 up. 0-2 count. Kimbrel was brought in for 1 out here. Can he get it done? This bullpen for the White Sox has been phenomenal tonight. Ryan Tepera, Aaron Bummer, Craig Kimbrel looking for one more. But Yuli Gurriel is not an easy bat to sit down. Kimbrel comes set. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Slider not biting. Like I've said, Kimbrel has had his postseason demons. But if he can get this 1 out here, this could turn this whole series around for the White Sox if they can win this game tonight. The energy that they brought tonight here in Chicago. And then you got Game 4 backing Chicago tomorrow. If they can get to that point. But they're going to need Kimbrel to get this out right here. Top of the 8th, 1-2 count, 2 outs, 9-6 White Sox. Gurriel grounds it to third. Moncada has it on to first. And Kimbrel gets the out. That bridges the gap to the 9th inning. Hendricks from the bullpen. Round of applause for Kimbrel. A big out there. And the White Sox are 3 outs away from staying alive in this series. Honestly, like, the Red Sox in that, so I see your comment there, William. That 2018 Red Sox team, I know they were good. Like, they had a good team, a very good team that year in the regular season, 108 wins. But the Astros were so good that year. They were so good. And the Red Sox, the fact that they won that series 4-1, that still kind of blows my mind because that Astros team was really good. So, but we got one more half inning here for the Astros. Will they be able to get it done? 4 straight zeros out of the White Sox bullpen. Tepera, Bummer, Kimbrel. Fantastic. Fantastic. But for the White Sox offense coming up, you have Yasmani Grandal, Eloy Jimenez, and Yohan Moncada. Can they get some more insurance for Liam Hendricks? I mean, with this Astros lineup, you're going to need all the insurance that you can get. 81 people still here in the chat. Everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. We have made it past midnight. We have made it past midnight. I want to turn your attention to the 2012 Major League Baseball playoffs. In the National League, we had the Cincinnati Reds and the San Francisco Giants in that series. Remember, the Cincinnati Reds, they took a 2-0 series lead. Who was the manager for the Cincinnati Reds? Dusty Baker. Who came back from 2 games down in that series? The San Francisco Giants. So Dusty Baker, he has been on the wrong side of these 2-0 series leads in the past. So, have to wait and see. Reds, Giants, 2012. Go to Baseball Reference. So if we go back here. So remember the Reds, 5-2 win in Game 1. 9-0 win in Game 2. After the Reds won that Game 2, 9-0, it looked like it was over at that point. And then you had that extra inning game in Game 3. I mean, close game for the Giants to just stay alive. And then Tim Lincecum pitching a good game in Game 4. And then the Giants winning a close one in Game 5. Can the White Sox have a similar game or a similar series here? Similar. I mean, once again, Dusty Baker managing that Reds team that had the 2-0 lead. Can the same thing happen this year? Can Tony La Russa guide the White Sox back to at least a Game 5? But here we go. Ryan Stanek on the mound again for the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th. Trying to limit this Astros deficit to 3 runs. The Astros will have another shot here in the top of the 9th. So the last half inning, we had Correa and Tucker and Gurriel. So that means, unfortunately, you're going to have the bottom of the lineup against a Liam Hendricks. Myers and Maldonado combined 1 for 6 tonight. And then you got Altuve. You know, these 3 hitters combined tonight, they are 1 for 8 on the night. Altuve has drawn 2 walks. So Altuve is not going to be an easy last out. If you can get through Myers and Maldonado, I mean, hey, anything can still happen in this game. This Astros offense, they are relentless. Yeah, Captain Spartan, you kind of want Dusty Baker to just get that World Series, man. Chester, man. I couldn't believe it. That blew my mind. It still just blows my mind that we got the ground rule double. Like, that, it's just like so, how fortunate that was. Because this game, this series could be very different right now. Very different. Paul, what time am I going to be on tomorrow? I'm thinking for tomorrow. So Brewers and Braves, they're on at 5. I don't think I'm going to be on for the Giants Dodgers, unfortunately. It's too late. Well, actually, the Rays Red Sox, they're on at 7. So the Giants Dodgers will start by that. I mean, that will start before the Red Sox Rays is over. And then the White Sox Astros, that's on at 3:30 tomorrow. So I'll most likely be on for the Rays Red Sox because that is a potential clinching game. So that's one thing I kind of left out. I said I was going to talk about I would be live for Game 5s and Game 7s. But any potential clinching game, if the time works out, I'll most likely be live for. So, I mean, for the Astros White Sox, I'm not going to be home in time to go live for that. I mean, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of Uber after work tomorrow. I'm trying to work my butt off, everyone. Trying to work my butt off. Trying to pay off this car. Trying to pay off this car, man. I'm working every bit I can. So it's funny with Uber. What ends up being a very busy part of that is I work near the airport. So and I can just leave work and then I can just go Uber at the airport. So. And the airport, it's always busy. So, yeah, Franier, I mean, yeah, DoorDash, I'd have to apply to it. I applied a few years ago. I got an offender bender at one point, and that was on my driving record. So, like, my driving record didn't get approved. So annoying because it was literally just like a fender bender. And, but what can you do? I tried reapplying for it, but it won't let me. So I can do the Uber Eats. But I don't know. The Uber Eats, it's not as good around here. I'm not sure if it's better in other areas. So I have to wait and see. But the Uber stuff has gone pretty good this past weekend. Has gone pretty good. 85 people still here. Everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. Really appreciate that. 154 likes. It's going to be a stretch, but can we get to 200 by the end of the night? I don't know. Samuel Lopez, $2 super chat. Can you explain what happened in the earlier game? So, Samuel Lopez. So I'm guessing you're talking about the Hunter Renfroe play, the ground rule double. So what ended up happening here? So let me actually go to this and close these out here. So let's go to the plays. So that was in the top of the 13th. So what ended up happening? So Kevin Kiermaier, hit it to the outfield there. So what ended up happening? It bounced off the wall. I thought it was a home run when he hit it. I thought it was gone. But it hit the wall, and then when Renfroe was running after it, it hit the wall, and then it bounced onto the ground. It bounced up, and Hunter Renfroe hit it into the dugout. But because he didn't make an attempt to try and catch it, it was unintentional. So it counts as a ground rule double. So because of the fact that it was an unintentional, mishap, that it counts as a ground rule double. So that's what ended up happening. A big break for the Red Sox. A tough luck for the Rays in that situation. But hey, maybe that's karma for Kevin Kiermaier stealing the Rays scouting reports. I'm just saying. Kevin Kiermaier, you were a naughty boy during that game. You should not have taken the Blue Jays scouting reports. Jacob got a ticket for 84 on a 50 less than a year ago. So I can't do. Yeah, if you have anything on your driving record like pretty recent, yeah, they won't approve you for any of that. Ane, Uber is really good for the airport. Yeah, I've had a lot of good luck so far with the airport. I actually had a bad experience today, though. I went to go pick someone up, and they put the airport as the pickup location, like the actual address, which is not going to help me because I don't know what terminal you're in. I don't know what gate you're at. I don't know where you're at, like at the airport. You can't just put the airport as the address to pick you up. And I got there and I messaged the girl. I was like, "Hey, what gate are you at?" And she just said, I'm at gate like whatever 14 or whatever it was. So I went to gate 14 and I was like, "All right, you're in terminal A." So she's like, "Yeah, I'm in terminal A, gate 14." I get to terminal A, gate 14. I'm like, "All right, I'm here." And she's like, "I'm here too. Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm here. Where are you?" She's like, "I'm in the valet parking." And I'm like, "I don't even know what the heck you're talking about." And I ended up canceling the trip. So, yeah. So the airport, it can get pretty hectic. But so far it's been good for me. Base hit to center field. Moncada gets some offense going with 2 outs here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, everyone. I didn't have the game going. Don't have the game day on here. Yeah, Charles, I don't know if they were I don't think they were messing with me. I would imagine probably not. Actually, I did have a pretty weird experience. So I picked someone up earlier and they wanted me to take them to the mall, which was like 20 minutes away. Here's Andrew Vaughn, 15 home runs on the year, 705 OPS. Andrew Vaughn trying to make something happen here. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. But they wanted me to drive them to the mall. It was like a very friendly woman, like olderish woman. Not like old, but like probably in like her 30s. And she's being very friendly, like, "Oh, yeah, how's your day? Have you having a good day? Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Yeah, everything's good." We're driving down the road. I'm heading towards the mall. We just left. I just picked her up. And she says, "Oh, no, I can't go to the I can't go to the mall now. My friend canceled on me. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, I'll just change it to have me drop me off at, or we'll go to Starbucks down the road. I was like, okay, that's fine. And so, oh, good strike there. Good strike there from Brooks Raley. Good slider. Or was that a curveball? Sorry. But we went to Starbucks and we arrived. And so I was like, okay, there you go. And she's like, oh, wait, can you take me through the drive-thru really quick? I was like, drive-thru? I was like, wait, what? I'm not taking, I was like, huh? What do you mean? I'm like, I'm dropping you off. I didn't say that. I was like, oh, I thought I was just dropping you off. And she was like, oh no, I thought you were going to take me back to where you picked me up. I was like, no, you put Starbucks. So I was like, no, like you put Starbucks. She's like, oh, well, can I change oh, Andrew Vaughn hits it to left. That's a gapper. That's going to fall. That's to the wall. Moncada rounding third. The White Sox are going to get the insurance run. 10-6 White Sox. Andrew Vaughn coming up big here in the bottom of the eighth, making it a 4-run game. Liam Hendricks nods in approval. White Sox fans on their feet. But yeah, so, that girl tried getting a free ride out of me. And I'm like, you are not a very genuine person. I was like, fine, I'll bring you through the drive-thru, but like, you gotta change the drop-off back to where I picked you up. She's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was like, no, you're not. So here's what I think actually happened. I think this girl, she just wanted Starbucks the entire time. I think she just wanted someone to pick her up and probably didn't have her own car, and she probably wanted a coffee. I don't know. I'm not sure of that. But I think she just wanted someone to come get her and get her a coffee. I think she never even wanted to go to the mall. So I got finagled into driving someone to go get a coffee and a ham and cheese croissant. I hate everything. Yeah, Fran, that's why I made her put in the location, to bring her back to where I picked her up. Because I was like, I want my money. So whatever, I'll bring you through the drive-thru. It was like there was no one waiting, so it was whatever. So yeah, you gotta watch out for people. They're scammers. Oh no, Kyle, this wasn't the airport. This wasn't the airport. This was a different ride. The airport girl, I never even knew where she was, so I just canceled the ride. Uber's fun. I actually really enjoyed Uber. I did it yesterday. I met a lot of different people from around the country. I picked someone up from LA that was here. A little family from Pittsburgh. I think that's what it was. What else? There was someone from Chicago. There was someone else. There's someone from Texas. I had a good conversation with people. It was actually kind of nice. Oh, I had someone from Queens, New York. So that was a good conversation. It's kind of nice. Uber seems like it would be kind of an intimidating thing. You're picking up people, they're going in your car, and so it seems like an intimidating thing, and it kind of was at first. But once I kind of did a couple of rides, it was kind of nice. It was nice just talking to people from different parts of the country. Anyway, but we're in the bottom of the eighth. Brooks Raley looking to get out of this. He's already given up 1 run here. Andrew Vaughn with a big double. Insurance RBI there. And the White Sox now have a 10-6 lead. Oh, Charles YT. Do they not have Uber in Australia? Australia has cool Holden automobiles. What is that? Fouls it back. Oh, is Josh Allen playing a good game tonight, Kira? How's that game going? The guy I'm going up against in fantasy, he has Patrick Mahomes. I'm sure I'm getting killed. I'm actually not losing that bad. I'm down by 26. I still have a shot. I still got Brown on the Ravens tomorrow. I got the Baltimore defense, and I got their kicker tomorrow night. So can I get maybe 26 points from those guys? I don't know. I'm glad Mahomes isn't going off because that's what I was afraid of. Garcia with a base hit. Vaughn's going to come around. 11-6 White Sox. Garcia with another big RBI. All the RBIs tonight for Garcia. Home run earlier in the game that drove in 3. An insurance run here. For Brooks Raley, he just left a sinker right across the middle of the plate. If you look at my screen right now, that was right down the middle. You can't leave a sinker right there. How did the Patriots look today? I wasn't paying attention to the Patriots today. I'm guessing not good. Ane, the good thing about the airport is you can't really get any drunk people. Yeah, that is true. Who are weird because I don't think you can purchase alcohol. Yeah, I will say, Ane, I actually, last night, my last 2 rides, I'm not kidding. So I went to a pretty, like a nicer area, like around where I live. There's a lot of like, I don't want to say there's a lot of bars, but there's like, there's a few bars and a few restaurants. But it's a nice area. I'd say it's a wealthy area, I would say. But I picked up a couple that went out to eat and they had a couple of drinks, so they got an Uber. I made $20 off of that ride. And that included like a $5 tip. And that was like a 6-minute ride. I picked them up and I drove them literally 5 minutes back to their house. There's a ground ball to short. Broken bat. That was flipping all around. Oh, but they got him. Carlos Correa somehow made the play with a flying bat. And it looks like he got him. How Correa stayed on that ball with a flying bat. How Correa got that, I have no idea. Correa, that's a really close play. Give props to Correa for somehow making that play. He looks safe, though, unfortunately. Slam Diego, if I didn't do this, what would you do? Slam Diego, do you mean like the channel, or like what you mean calling the game, or like what do you mean exactly? Matt Vasgersian gets excited about a lot of things and wasn't super excited about the Red Sox winning. I don't get it. Oh, Slam Diego, like doing YouTube. I don't know. I never actually thought about that. I don't know what I would do. Probably just, I don't know, fill my time with whatever. Find whatever to do. I like that I have this channel, though. Like it lets me focus on it. It keeps me busy. It doesn't keep. I enjoy doing it. It keeps me out of trouble. So, yeah, he looked safe on that. I mean, unfortunately, Carlos Correa, he made a really good play. I mean, you can only do so much there. But, yeah, it looks like he's safe. Yep, they called it safe. They overturned it. So the White Sox got runners on the corners. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. White Sox looking to add all the insurance they can. And to be honest with you, with this Astros lineup, you got to add as much insurance as you can. Hey, big boy, thank you so much, my friend. Hopefully we can keep growing. The goal is to get to 15,000 by the end of the playoffs. So, would love for this to be a full-time thing at one point down the road. So we'll see. We'll see. Big boy, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I actually reached out to John Boy through their website, and I asked if they, hey, because they brought in Jolly Olive to do Mets stuff. And I did reach out, and I was like, hey, are you interested in, obviously, I'm a big Red Sox fan, and I know the Red Sox. I don't know, would you be interested in doing any kind of Red Sox kind of coverage or anything? I know that might sound ridiculous because, they're all about the Yankees, and I understand why they brought in Jolly Olive because, he's a Mets fan. So, it's New York. So, I don't know, I figured I'd reach out, and I never got a response. So, I kind of ragged on John Boy a little bit during a stream once because he was just so negative about the Yankees. And I was I don't know, I defended the Yankees. They were an up and down team, but I thought that I still think that team is really good. I feel like they have a lot of good pieces. I just don't feel like they have the best people in the right spots to have a winning team. So, is that kid asleep? That kid's asleep. That kid's doing the right thing. That's what I need to do. I need to get some sleep. It's almost 12:30. This has been a long game, man. It's a long game. When you have these offenses going like this, it's a lot. Carson Marsh, do you think it'll be Erod then Houck tomorrow? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all, Carson. I think they're going to go with Erod or Sale. I feel like you got to lean more towards Erod there. Oh, and there's a base hit up the middle. And the White Sox score another one. It's 12-6. William Henry, I really do wish you huge success and growth for your channel. I'm a Dodgers fan, but I love hearing different perspectives from different fans, even if we hardly ever agree. Absolutely. I'm all about the conversation. All about the conversation. It's funny. I love all the conversation, and I love all the good things that people have to say. And I'm all about people disagreeing, too. Oh, wow. Look at Matt Clement pitching for the Red Sox. Look at Bronson Arroyo pitching for the Red Sox in 2005. Oh, my God. Memories, man. Memories. I'm all about conversation here. Having, disagreements are okay. It's okay to disagree. I think people today in the world, they need to learn to be okay with disagreeing. It's okay. Agree to disagree. That's an okay thing. But it's the people that, and I know it comes with the game, when you have a YouTube channel, and you're growing, you're going to have negative comments. I had this one comment yesterday, though. This guy was like, I made a mistake in the stream from yesterday morning. I always forget about the 3 batter minimum for the innings. You got to remember, I have been watching baseball now for so long, and I'm so used to there not being a 3 batter minimum. And I get it. It's been around for a little bit now, but there's just times I just completely forget about it. And so, yeah, I was talking about what was the situation? It was, I forget what situation it was. It was where, when the White Sox, when I was like, they shouldn't have left Crochet in, to face Yuli Gurriel. And of course, I have a potato for a brain, and I forgot that you have to have a guy, if they come in, they have to face 3 batters, and I forgot about that. And so this guy, and I realized that someone left me a super chat. Bless that person. They left me a super chat saying, "Hey, Luis Robert pops it up to right, and the Astros are finally out of it. They have 3 more outs here to get 6 more runs, but the White Sox are looking good. Liam Hendricks coming in." Bless that person. They left me a super chat. They said, "Hey, they got to have a, 3 batter minimum." I was like, I forgot about that. Thank you for, letting me know. And I even pinned a comment after the stream got published. I pinned a comment saying, "Hey, I made a mistake. I completely forgot about the 3 batter minimum. This was the part where I talked about it. My apologies for that. And then someone leaves a comment saying, like, you're such an idiot. You don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. And even there was someone here in the comments, and I went back into the live chat of when I was talking about that. And this person was like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like, well, yeah, you were kind of right. I didn't realize what I was talking about at that moment. But yeah, but then someone leaving a comment saying this guy's a moron and he's an idiot. And it's like, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I could care less. I'm the first person to call myself an idiot. But when you're having people just leave negative comments after I had already made a pinned comment, I don't know. Like, people that leave the negative comments, I have a potato for a brain. And if you have more of a potato of a brain than me, there's a problem. Like, seriously, there is a problem. If you are like, again, I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, if you're worse than me with my potato brain, there is an issue there. So, yeah. Anyway, moral of the story: it's okay to disagree. People need to stop hopping on YouTube. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but for other people out there, they're trying to make a channel, or they're trying to grow a channel. For some people, that can really bug them. For me, it's not going to bug me at all. I just laugh at that stuff. But for these other, for other people out there, it's like, it gets annoying. And it really, I just wish people would stop being so negative when they don't need to be. It's fine to be negative sometimes, but when is a situation when you don't need to be negative, don't be negative. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to just point out a mistake. So. It's funny how that works, right, Jim? It's really funny how that works. Trust me, I get a bunch of good comments. I really do. I get a bunch of nice comments, and I'm, really thankful for all those. But it's weird how that you can get like 100 nice comments in a day, but then that one comment, it's like, oh my God, it's like you just can't get out of your head, And it's not that it affects me. It's more. It's just annoying how just people out there, they can, there's a fly ball center field. Liam Hendriks, first pitch, first out. Yeah, I always forget Liam Hendriks is from Australia. Yeah, Jason, I agree. They're never going to go away, but that's okay. Yeah, Fran, you're yeah, just like to be negative. So, yeah, slam Diego, right? Like I had the pinned comment. But yeah, Jim McDonald, yeah, it's the nature of the beast. I understand that. That's okay. Honestly, I love clapping back at him. That's my favorite. Anytime I can clap back at someone negative in the comments, absolutely, it's a fun time. Big boy, do you think Kimbrel's struggles are because of how he's been used? Maybe I feel now his stuff is still really good. It's still really good. I don't know, it could be definitely, maybe something got in his ear and he kind of started doing something a little differently. Maybe it kind of threw him a little out of whack. Or just the approach. I think probably just the approach that he's taking to hitters. It's probably not the best approach. Trevor Bauer. Robbie, will you be teaching Christopher Columbus to your students tomorrow? Oh, yeah, it's Columbus Day, isn't it? Yeah, we have school. Christopher Columbus, an American hero. I agree. Trevor Plouffe doesn't think the same. Just pointing that out. Liam Hendriks, here we go. 0-2 count. Ooh! Slider, 90 miles an hour on the inside half. Carson, you should have heard Fenway after Pivetta ended each inning in extras. Oh, Carson, were you there? Franier Balmakeda. What's going on? $2 super chat. Astros, Rays, Braves, and San Francisco for the win tomorrow. So you have the Astros closing it out, the Rays tying it up, the Braves and the Giants taking 2-1 leads. Have to wait and see. I'm wondering if the White Sox are going to be able to tie this up. Ooh, Liam Hendriks fastball high and away is a full count, 1 out. Still have a 12-6 lead. White Sox are looking pretty. Yeah, Franier, Ball, Makeda, man. That would be the Astros, they don't win tonight. Oh, big strike out there. 99. Up and away. Liam Hendriks marching around like he owns the place. Yeah, Franier, I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow, my friend. Mitch Trubisky, finally on a winning team. Red Sox fans, super chat. Red Sox, I hope will win tomorrow. Red Sox, I hope will win tomorrow. Go to Astros. So, Red Sox fan, are you hoping for a Red Sox Astros ALCS? Is that what you're saying? I hope the Red Sox win tomorrow. Yeah. Red Sox fan, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Yeah, Jim McDonald, the guy with the cane, he's been killing me tonight. I haven't mentioned him tonight on the stream, but I think I mentioned him once. Jose Altuve, big swing and a miss, and there's 2 strikes. The Astros are down to their last strike. The White Sox offense coming alive tonight. Home runs all over the place. RBIs all over the place. This White Sox offense has been relentless. Liam Hendriks has been nails. This bullpen, fantastic. Tepera, Bummer, Kimbrel, Hendriks. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Hendriks closes it out, and the White Sox stay alive. The stadium starts to get blacked out, and the White Sox will live for another day. Game 4 tomorrow. Astros, White Sox. Carlos Rodon is getting the start tomorrow. Carlos Rodon getting the start for the White Sox. Who will he oppose on the Astros side? They have yet to announce. But for the White Sox, you got to feel pretty good with the way the offense looked tonight, with the way the bullpen looked tonight. You got Carlos Rodon, your best pitcher this year. You got to feel good if you're a Chicago White Sox fan. Urquidy, that's possible. That's possible. Captain Spartan. I love the guy with the cane needs to go back tomorrow. The guy with the cane needs to go back. He was the MVP. Good win for the White Sox tonight. It was a long game tonight, a little over 4 hours tonight. So, yeah, a lot of runs tonight, everyone. 18 runs tonight. But the White Sox coming up big when it mattered most. Big home run from Garcia. Big home run from Grandal tonight. And the offense, they were just relentless. 8th inning, adding on some insurance. But the MVP, you got to think here, this bullpen for the White Sox tonight really coming up big. Hey, Tepera, Bummer, Kimbrel, really just locking it down for the White Sox there. They got that Astros offense in check. You got to love it. You got to love it. So, overall, everyone, a good win for the White Sox. They stay alive in this series. My Red Sox earlier, what a win for them. A memorable win for the Red Sox that's going to get remembered for a long time. But could this win for the White Sox be the start of something that White Sox fans will remember for a long time. We'll have to wait and see, everyone. Everyone, I want to thank you all. Everyone that left a super chat tonight, thank you. Anyone that just came in tonight, thank you. I'm going to get some sleep. I got to work in the morning. I got a long day tomorrow. But everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you all have a good week coming up. We're going to be live tomorrow night as well. A lot of stuff coming up for this week. A lot of playoff action this coming week. Everyone, have yourself a good night. Have yourself a good day tomorrow. Have yourself a good week this week. We got a lot of fun baseball coming up. Everyone, have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time.